Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. You have found the internet's best live break room featuring signed sports memorabilia and autographed sports cards inside the most exciting mystery boxes. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down to make it as easy as possible to understand. First, head to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of the series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win an item at an extremely discounted rate. Then click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you have completed your checkout, tune in to the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 7 p.m. Central Time any day of the week, or 4 p.m. on weekdays, along with 2 p.m. on weekends. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen. When your specific break begins, your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once the randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia that will be shipped straight to your door. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Most of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes can either be shipped directly to your door or opened on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Well, the time has finally come. Let's get breaking.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen here with Colin, ready for a huge show. Break room full of headliners. Diamond helmets, so many big names left. We got Tua, we got Bradshaw, Travis Kelce, we have Brett Favre, Justin Fields, Josh Allen. My goodness, many helmets, a lot of headliners left. Platinum authentic helmets, almost every out there. Baseball bats, down to 2 headliners, but all 11 boxes left in the room and on the ticker. Cannot wait to get started, Colin. Also, Thirsty Thursday. You buy 5 break spots. You select the jerseys with the 6th one. You get that spot for free. I'm fired up. How you doing, Colin?
I'm good, man. Spin out 209 TV. We're live, man. We see you. We're here. Let's do it. I'm ready.
It's a live break. The spin out. So we have 2 pre-fills to get us started. In the 2 breaks that were the hottest in the early show. The bats, and we got jerseys. Valerie saying, spin out 209 TV. Only a free spot if you buy 5 break spots in the same order. You select the jersey with the 6th one in your cart, then you get a free spot. It's basically buy 5 spots, get the 6th one free, only if you order at once. Right. It's not 5 spots throughout the day. So to get 5 break spots, you'll definitely spend over $100 for sure.
Yes.
So nothing comes that free. So you got it. He wants a free spot. Yeah, you don't get a free spot unless you buy 5 spots in the or 5 spots in anything and then select the jerseys. What's up, Valerie? Valerie saying yes, it is. Hope all is good. Yeah, Valerie Vander East.
Good to see her.
Just found out Valerie's got 3 dogs.
Oh, that's adorable.
3 girls, and they're all beautiful. Shout out to Valerie's dogs. Warning track coming up. We got John Gagliano, Aaron King, and Larry Jensen. Drop me a number, folks, in the bats. Larry Jensen, by the way, not a guy that talks much in the chat, but this man takes wins. He takes some dubs in the break room.
How about Yogi Berra on the early show?
That was nuts. He won that one?
Yep.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Kamen and Colin in the break room. What's up,
That's
Ronnie
right.
and Salako?
What up, Ronnie?
Johnny Gags wants 24. Thank you, Johnny Gags. 24 going off the ticker. A huge Manchester United fan. Johnny always lets me know when Man U wins. Lately, they've been winning a lot. So we're going to go for our dice roll. We actually don't have that set up yet. 2 virtual dice. Looking for 6 or higher. We've got ourselves 6 and a 4, 10 on the dice roll here, Colin. So Wheel of Names let's see what we're chasing today in the break room. Chase item of the day. We've got ourselves the Authentics. That is the Platinum Authentic helmets. So that's going to be the chase today. Let's see. What is that series called? Authentics.
In the trenches.
In the trenches. I'm going to go ahead and put in the trenches as the chase. You want to make it obvious that it's not the diamonds. In the trenches. Thank you, Johnny, on that box call. We'll start with 24. He's got a 4 and 6 chance to win. Aaron and Larry in here as well. Then we have a jersey break afterwards. So good luck, folks. Let's see the fire, Colin, here in the break room, man.
I mean, this series has been producing a lot of it.
Yes, it has. A lot of, like, old baseball memories we've just learned from this series alone, man.
True.
I was talking about the Carlton Fisk waving the ball fair back in 75.
Yeah.
World Series. That was cool.
The Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. Yeah. We had someone who was almost choked on their pretzel when the Canseco bat came out. That was Lindsey Milligan.
A lot of things happening in this break.
Yes, absolutely. 10 times here for our divisions. 6 and a 4 with the dice roll. Good luck, folks. Let's see the fire. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, John, you've got the AO East. We got ourselves Larry, AO Central. Going to be John, AO West. Aaron, NO East. John, NO Central, and NO West in the bats.
In the bats.
Here we go. 24, the Ken Griffey or Joe Creedy box. Huge fan of Joe Creedy. Colin, one of my favorite baseball players of all time. It's an interesting one. Did not do steroids. Rafael Pomero.
Hey.
He lied about that one.
I think so.
But one thing about Pomero, the man was a member of that 500 home run club, one of the best power hitters of all time. Actually, Colin, 569 home runs to be exact. He put it there on the bat. Louisville Slugger, most well known for his time with the Rangers. That's going to be an AOS hit. John Gagliano with the Rafael Pomero baseball bat. Congrats, Johnny Gags. Pomero. The Cubs, ironically, traded Pomero away because he wasn't hitting for enough power. That was their reasoning.
Maybe he started on the roids right after.
I think he did. Because you look at how skinny he was. Man definitely bulked up as my live break sheet refreshes. That was weird. So it refreshed everything. But you guys did see that we had Johnny Gags in the back break, and he won the Pomero. Here we go. Warning track number 1, Johnny Gags. There it is with the Pomero bat. Oh, spooky. Spooky. Everything reset. I was like, where is everyone? Nice hit on the Pomero there, though. JSA certified. Cubs are well known for trading away their talented players. Greg Maddux to let go early. Went on to have one of the best baseball careers ever. I believe Lou Brock to let go early as well. So there you go. Tell you what, man. Steroids or not, you hit 569 home runs. You're a pretty good baseball player.
Oh, yeah.
Would be in the Hall of Fame, no question, if not for the roids.
That is the problem.
But because of the roids, he will not make the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds can't make it. No one's making it, that's for sure.
He should be the first.
Yeah.
Roider, if you will.
And the guy was Hall of Fame before the roids. But he ruined his reputation, Mr. Bonds. Next man up is coming up. A whole bunch of John again. We got Steve Ellis, Ryan Hicks, and William Stefanelli. Drop me a jersey box number, folks, and we'll rock and roll with the jerseys. Otherwise, Colin, what's our closest break right now?
I think it's a tie. Let me refresh real quick just to make sure. Yes. Looks like 4 to go in the quad box break for the bats.
Ooh.
4 to go in the college mixer, and actually the can't miss is the closest. 3 to go.
3 to go. All right, let's get it. Thanks for 77 on the wheel spin earlier, says KBZ. You're welcome, Keith. I think that's Keith earlier. You are very welcome. Thanks so much for entering that series. Devin's got a Dalvin Cook authentic, Mark Brunell authentic, and the Deshaun Watson helmet for trade tonight. Looking for authentics, and we'll consider certain bats too, says Devin.
I wonder
Okay.
which bats.
I'm guessing Paul Goldschmidt and Jim Edmonds.
That's probably a good start.
And those are the ones he wants. So, John, you were here for the first box call. Give me a number here in the jerseys, man. Let me know what number you would like in the jerseys. Otherwise, I'll randomize. Next man up jerseys.
Jerseys have been sick today so far.
Yeah, they have. Terrell Suggs with his face on the jersey. We had a Tua jersey.
And a Thurman Thomas stat jersey.
Oof, that's nice. Steve Ellis wants 3. Thank you, Steve. 3 is on the ticker. We'll do 3. I think we have 16 through 20 here. I'll add some more numbers for the jerseys for you guys as well in the next breaks. Devin says, I would love those bats, but I would consider maybe others, but I'd like to get someone like a headliner, says Devin.
Okay.
Always wants those headliners, man.
Well, look, you got a 20% chance right now.
Man of the headliners, Devin.
If you want to hop in the breaks, try to get a Vlad Jr.
Oof. Or a Johnny Bench.
Or a Johnny Bench.
In those baseball bats.
Fine with me.
100%. 10 times here for our football divisions. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ryan Hicks up top. You've got the NFC North. Right below is John Gagliano, NFC South. Johnny Gags has the NFC East and West as well. William Stefanelli, AFC North. Steve Ellis, AFC South. And John, AFC East and AFC West in the jerseys. Here we go. 3 out of 40 on the way. Next man up. Last 3 hits, as Colin said, have been fired in this jersey series. Here's some more fire.
Oh, baby.
We have probably the fastest player in the game, Tyreek Hill,
Wow.
the Cheetah. 7 seasons, Colin. 7 Pro Bowls.
Crazy.
Already has a Super Bowl title. Second in the league in receiving yards this last season. Whether it's Mahomes, whether it's Tua, whether it's Skylar Thompson throwing the ball, Tyreek Hill is balling out. Great hit. John Gagliano, AFC East headliner, and Tyreek Hill.
Fantastic.
That's how you buy 5 spots, Colin, and it pays off.
And 2 different breaks. Well,
In 2 different breaks.
I think you had 4 in the other one, but still, you see my point.
This one definitely paid off on the Tyreek Hill jersey. Congrats, John. Fantastic hit, man, on the Cheetah.
Absolutely. I think he's kind of, we pull him a lot, so he gets a lot of praise in this break room, but he's kind of underappreciated, I think, overall as a wide receiver. I feel like a lot of people don't have him in the top 3 a lot of times.
Isn't that sad?
Sometimes outside the top 5, which
He's
is ridiculous.
second in the league in receiving yards this last season. Second. He leaves Mahomes, and his numbers get better.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
He's fantastic, man. Easily one of the best.
There you go. Got to get the balls along with the bats, says Johnny.
Agreed.
That's right.
Agreed.
Nice pull, says Walker. Great pull on the Tyreek Hill.
We do have balls coming up, not baseballs, though.
Basketballs. We'll have some awesome basketballs coming up. Insane series with the same headliners. We knock out the baseball bats. We'll have basketballs in the break room. All sorts of goodies coming out here at Ultimate Autographs. We are not only a football break room these days. We even have soccer in the room in the multi-sport 1 and 4. We've had some boxing, some NASCAR.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Fun.
Huge NASCAR fan over here, Colin. I learned more about you recently, man.
Have been recently. My man Kevin Harvick I've been following this year got 5th.
Okay.
Last weekend, so
Not bad,
he's
man.
doing good. He's getting
Not
closer.
bad.
Me and Valerie bonded. We're both big Matt Kenseth fans.
Let's go, Val. Valerie.
Shout out Valerie. Shout out Matt Kenseth.
Who does Tony like?
Not big on NASCAR, he
Ooh,
says.
okay. Interesting. So the Vander East clan definitely has different interests. Let's do some breaks. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a top-to-bottom rundown after I put this Tyreek Hill away. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a baseball bat break soon. 4 spots to go. Not big on NASCAR, says Valerie. I'm more casual as well. Personally, I have nothing against NASCAR, Colin. There's only so much sports you can watch. Everyone's got their favorites. For me, it's, football, basketball, and soccer. I love tennis. If you're looking for an outside sport, those are probably my big 4. Baseball a little bit behind those 4. That's kind of the 5 sports that I say I follow very closely. Now, I watch hockey once in a while. I'll watch some of the big events. I'm a huge sports nerd. I watch SportsCenter multiple times a night, so I like to think that I know a lot. What happens in NASCAR and golf, I know a lot about it from watching SportsCenter, but I'm more of like a Daytona 500 Masters type golf and NASCAR watcher.
I like golf a lot too.
Yeah, I know you do.
I don't think I can sit down and watch an entire race. I usually have it on in the background and I'll kind of look up and watch a little, do whatever I'm doing.
Terry's a Kyle Busch fan. That's his race car.
I think he won, didn't he? Last week? I'm pretty sure Kyle Busch won.
Terry's still celebrating.
Still celebrating.
He's still got the beer out for him as well.
I'm also huge. I've said it a few times. UFC, probably my third favorite sport.
I'm actually third. What's your second?
Probably college basketball. I mean, if I
do follow college basketball closely as well.
NFL, college basketball, UFC, probably that order.
Interesting. Yeah, UFC, not my cup of tea personally, but very popular for sure.
Big fight on Saturday. I have a new heavyweight champ.
Isn't the Mizzou guy Jones? Is he out there?
John Jones, yeah.
I think he's from Mizzou, I think.
Let's see.
One of the Joneses. There's a UFC guy from Mizzou.
There's Chandler Jones is his brother.
Yeah.
So it's funny. John Jones College.
NASCAR's your nap time, then Colin says Val. Terry says yes, Kyle won. And KP's saying box 7 and 17 on the Diamond double box break. Keith, the diamonds must be full. We do not reserve box numbers for people. It is a break room rule. Once that break fills, though, if you call out those 2 numbers, they are good.
I don't think it was John Jones. Looks like he went to Iowa Central.
Okay. Maybe it's another guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jones out there, man.
Justin says, Kamen, is Chipper Jones or Acuna available in the bats? Unfortunately, no, Justin Robinson. Those guys have gone. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the top-to-bottom rundown of everything going on here at Ultimate Autographs. Chipper Jones. I missed out on that one last night.
That was yesterday, yeah.
That's fantastic. I love Chipper Jones.
Me too. One of my favorites.
Switch hitter, man. Respect.
Big respect.
So we have 7 to go in the jerseys. We are still looking for, I was about to say Tyreek Hill. We just pulled him, though.
Just pulled him.
So Warren Moon got pulled yesterday, looks like.
Yep.
Terry Bradshaw still in play. 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback, former league MVP, former Super Bowl MVP. We have one of the best running backs in the NFL, Saquon Barkley. Top 5 in rushing yards again this last season. How about this? The former Bear, former Defensive Player of the Year, Hall of Fame linebacker, Brian Urlacher.
Very cool.
We have the leader in receiving yards this last season and number 1 all-time receiving yards per game, Justin Jefferson. Warren Sapp, one of the best defensive tackles ever, NFL 1990s and 2000s. All-decade team member still out there on that Bucks orange jersey. KBZ say no problem, thanks. Tyron Woodley was the Mizzou UFC fighter.
Tyron Woodley.
That's who it is.
That's a champion.
I knew there was a Mizzou guy. I'm not going crazy, Colin. Not going crazy here. So, bats, we got 10 to go. We have 2 headliners left. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., one of probably the top 5 best baseball players today. And this man is actually, I think he won a gold glove. He went from being just a great hitter, now he's a great fielder too, like his dad. Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Sr., both phenomenal. Johnny Bench, one of the best catchers ever. That Johnny Bench baseball bat is still available as well. 6 spots to go in the Diamond Single and the Diamond Double. We have so many huge names left. We got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 headliners left. That includes Terry Bradshaw Flash Authentic, 4-time Super Bowl champion. We got Tua on the Flash Authentic with the visor, Colin.
Crazy.
Statistically, Tua, you look at QBR, passer rating, he was pretty much in the top 2 or 3 just about the whole season. I think he finished right up there, Tua, this last year. We have Brett Favre out there on the Flash Authentic. Most consecutive games played in a row. When he retired, he had all the passing records. And you look at Manning, Breeze, Brady, they broke all of Favre's records. We have Justin Fields on the cracked helmet. Speaking of records, this man's going to break all sorts of rushing records for quarterbacks. Already has a bunch, including the single game regular season mark. He actually would have broke the single season mark last year as well, had he played the last week probably. So great player, great helmet. Speaking of great, this guy's even better. Josh Allen, salute the service authentic. Obviously a top 5 quarterback in the league. Phenomenal player, Josh Allen. Travis Kelce on the Flash authentic. Colin, already number 2 all time in playoff receiving touchdowns.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. Only Montana ahead of Kelce on that mark. You were here yesterday. Did you guys pull Deion Sanders? I think Justin Jefferson got pulled, right?
Justin Jefferson did. I don't think Deion did.
Okay, so primetime has not gone yet as well. We have 7 spots to go in the skills on display mini helmets. One of the top 5 tight ends of all time, Jason Witten on the salute the service. We have Jalen Waddle, who's 7th in the league in receiving yards this last season. Devontae Adams was 3rd. A.J. Brown was 4th. So a lot of good options in the minis. A lot of good receivers left in the minis. 4 to go in this quad box break in the bats. Like I was saying earlier, 10 boxes to go, all in the room, all on the ticker. Johnny Bench and Vlad Guerrero Jr. still in play in the bats. 5 to go in the trenches, Platinum Authentics. This is the chase tonight, and we are full of headliners. O.J. Simpson, one of 8 guys with 2,000 rush yards in a season, but he did it in 14 games.
Yeah, super impressive.
Super impressive. Most rush yards per game over a single season. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall pick from the past draft. We still have that Curtis Martin, best autograph in the business. Devontae Adams led the league in receiving touchdowns this last season. Here's Brian Urlacher again, one of the best linebackers ever, former Defensive Player of the Year. We have Deion Sanders on a Flash Authentic. Speaking of former Defensive Players of the Year, there is also a Roger Staubach. Roger the Dodger, maybe the best Cowboy quarterback of all time, 2-time Super Bowl champion on the Cowboy Authentic. 6 to go in the Under Center replica helmets. Speaking of great quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers in this series, Warren Moon along with a dual-signed Earl Campbell. We still have available as well A.J. Brown, and we have, George Kittle. George Kittle, probably the 2nd best tight end in the league. 4 to go in the college break. There's 8 boxes left. Brian Dawkins full-size helmet has not come out yet on the Clemson lid. And we also have a Chris Olave. Chris Olave has not come out yet in this break yet with 8 boxes left. 3 to go in the can't miss reps. 11 boxes to go. Ben Roethlisberger Flash replica. You look at the top 5, top 10 quarterbacks all time, stats-wise, Big Ben, hands down the top 10.
Absolutely.
Fantastic hit right there. The only quarterback in Steeler history with more Super Bowl titles than Ben, Terry Bradshaw. 4 of them. He's out there on the lunar rep. And we have a Derrick Henry we haven't pulled yet. The best running back in the game, probably Derrick Henry. Every name in this series has been huge. I believe guys like Tyreek Hill have not been, filler hits. Tyreek Hill, Ray Lewis, Colin, those are filler hits in that series. That's how good the can't miss reps are. You will not miss. Maxim D. Meridia saying I want a Tua jersey and Jim Brown helmet. What do I have to do to get them?
That's Johnny Swords.
I think he wants. He wrote, I won, or
no, he won them.
He won them.
Yeah, he won Tua and Jim Brown in the early show.
Those will be mailed to you, Johnny. Whatever your shipping address is on file with us, it's free shipping. We're going to send those to your shipping address that you have on file, sir. So you don't have to do anything. Just have to wait.
You just have to wait.
It's typically 2 to 3 business days, although we ship officially on Monday and Thursday. So actually, we ship Monday morning. I know sometimes we ship a little early, but it's possible this may not get shipped out till Monday. So I would say look for it for sure by mid next week.
Yeah, sometime next week, man.
So keep that in mind.
Oh, nice, man. Thank you for your service here.
Thank you for your service. Max is a cop. Wasn't able to tune in. Well, thank you for your service.
You kicked booty, brother.
You definitely did big work, Johnny Sword.
Yeah, no kidding. Made your spots count.
I may have made corny references to Game of Thrones when he won, based on his name, but my goodness, Not only did he win, he won big. I mean, if anyone in the early show, he was the biggest winner. He got 2 headliners and probably 2 of the top 4 best hits. I mean, we did the hit video. We did the Jim Brown Authentic with the Yogi Berra Paul Goldschmidt bats. But the other best hit was the Tua jersey.
Yeah.
So he was definitely a big-time winner.
Absolutely. Filled up a couple breaks during that, so.
You do have that. 100% you have that name. That's definitely very fitting. His comment works, Colin. His comment works. I mean, Johnny Swords. It makes sense. It makes sense. I went a different way with that. I went the more, dorky route.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like that, man. That is definitely true. Let's knock out some breaks, folks. We are closing in on a few breaks. Looks like, let me refresh this page.
We got 2 ready.
2 ready?
Yeah, we got a bat break and a jersey break.
All right, bat break coming up. I got a drawing in tonight's as well, says Max. There you go.
Good luck, buddy.
And Devin asking if you want to trade the Brown or one of those bats. What's up, Shane? Shane saying, hey, guys. Hope all is good, Shane. Ryan, Larry, and John G. John Gagliano dropped me a bat number. We've got the rest on the ticker, Colin. There is only 10 left. 7, 22, 26, 27, 28, and 31 through 35. That's the rest of the series.
Baby, baby, baby.
I'll give you guys about 30 seconds, and then I'll randomize if I don't get some bats. How's Illinois doing? They winning for you?
They're winning currently. 52-43.
Over the Fighting Vinnies, Michigan.
Over the Fighting Vinnies.
The Fighting Vinnies, baby.
ILL, Vinny.
That's right. The only time I'll say I and I just for you, Colin.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Before the MIZZOU chant for me. Sean loves this show. Thank you, Sean, man. It's a great show. Do appreciate that, man. Appreciate the kind words.
I liked when I was running for Butler the other day. Stephen Bardo was the color guy.
Ooh.
Big, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Illinois fandom there.
Sure.
One of the best ever.
Did you talk to him about the Illini?
A little bit. He was pretty busy.
He was busy.
But I started it. I was just like, Steven, and he's like, turn. I'm like, yeah, I'm your runner. By the way, ILL. And he's just like, I and I, baby. We're going to get along.
Let's go. Johnny Gags won 7 for the Mick, which I'm guessing he's talking about Mickey Mantle. I mean, that's one of the best baseball players of all time. Do they call him that, the Mick? Or is that just a Johnny Gags nickname? The Mick. Johnny Gags knows, man. The man appreciates great stars. I'm a big Ronaldinho fan like myself when it comes to soccer. Bob Boulet's got some Mickey Mantle.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite number 7.
Not my favorite. Not my favorite, that's for sure. We got John up top. He's got the AO East. Looking for some Yankees. John's got the AO Central. Ryan, NO West. John's got the NO East. We have Larry, NO Central, which could be the Johnny Bench. Didn't Larry get the Yogi Berra?
I believe that's correct.
You can get arguably the 2 best catchers of all time in a 2-hour span, Colin.
Gracious goodness.
John G as well, NO West. The John Elway, Mickey Mantle box coming up. Box 7.
The Ronaldo box.
Oh, gross.
I mean, we're just talking goats, right?
Get out of here. Messi, baby. The true goat. 7 of 35 on the way here. What a great series it's been. Oh! Holy cow. Look at what was left behind. We've got a headliner in box 7. John Gagliano got himself one of the best players in the league. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's the AO East. That is very nice right there. Great hit. Beckett certified. It's actually dual certified. It's also sports marketing certified here. Very nice right there. John Gagliano. Johnny. Man, Vlad Guerrero Jr. and his dad, very similar stats early on in their career.
Yeah,
Spooky similar. They're both fantastic. Devin asking Johnny if he wants to trade that bat. By the way, 2 seasons for Mr. Vlad Guerrero Jr. To the last 2 seasons, rather, two-time All-Star, led the league in home runs in 2021, Silver Slug Award winner in 2021, Gold Glover this last season. Actually, yeah, 2 seasons fully in the majors, Colin. Through 2 seasons, the man already has, get this, brace yourself,
Bracing.
80 home runs. 2 seasons in.
He is so good, man.
That is ridiculous.
So good.
That'll go with this Dominican jersey. There you go.
Hey, nice.
That's a keeper right there, Johnny Gags.
Absolutely.
On the clean Vlad Guerrero Jr. bat.
It's one of my favorite bats in this series.
Man, that's fantastic. Vlad Jr.
Making Dad proud, that's for sure.
Yeah. A little bit more patient hitter than his dad, but equally effective.
Oh, yeah.
His dad was one of my favorite players. He would go swinging at balls in the dirt. He would go golf swinging, and it worked. Montreal Expo legend, his dad was. Definitely gonna take that as a no, ha ha.
Probably not, man.
Probably a no, Dev. Johnny Gags does like this Vlad bat.
But shoot your shot.
Never hurts, right? Never hurts to shoot your shot.
So, Johnny Bench. It's a good name that's still left out there, y'all.
9 to go, right?
9 to go.
9 to go in this series. Devin's asking to trade for some good bats. I think he wanted specifically the Paul Goldschmidt bat. You guys can drop your emails in the chat if you guys want to trade amongst yourselves. That is something we allow here in the break room. We're not flipping the stickers, though. You guys must wait until those items get sent to your houses. Grandkids, says Johnny Gags. Is this a gift for the grandkids, maybe, Colin?
Perhaps.
All I see is grandkids. Johnny Gags.
Johnny Gags.
I was looking for the admins, Goldie or Yogi, but I would like the younger guy, says Devin. He was looking for the Jim Brown as well. So Devin's always looking to make trades. He is our resident trade man. Chipper and Acuna are gone. Shane, yes, sir. 9 bats to go. The one headliner left is Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench.
Whole bunch of Johnny Gags in the break room right now.
It might be a John Gagliano kind of night, huh?
Did he get the Thirsty Thursday?
He did on this one.
Let's go! Johnny Gags! Thirsty Thursday!
He got it.
I am so proud of him, man.
He is celebrating.
It's a proud moment. Walker Palmer, Steve Ellis, also in here. Walker wants 20. He says, enough of this Johnny Gags guy. I'm going to get this dub.
I'm going to call.
I'm going to snipe this. I'm going to call out 20. And I'm taking this break, says Walker Palmer.
Yeah, Johnny's going for 4 in a row.
Heating up in the break room. 10 times coming up here for our second jersey break here. Gotta try, says Walker. That's right, man. You can't win if you don't try, right?
Get in there.
Get in there. 10 times here for our divisions. All it takes is one spot to win, Colin. Steve Ellis, you've got the NFC North, which could be Justin Jefferson. Walker Palmer, NFC West. And John's got the rest. Did I not tell you this guy's a Man U fan? Winning just like Man U.
Oh, man.
They beat Barca last week. Johnny Gags is still rubbing it in. Trying to break my heart, Colin.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Johnny Gags.
Look, man, you've had a lot of not heartbreak in this break room.
I have.
Messi winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes winning the Super Bowl. Take a little heartbreak, all right?
And Curry with the Warriors, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been on a run.
Just relax a little.
Maximus had listened to offers for any of those, says Devin. No, that's Maximus from Gladiator.
Ooh.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Here we go, box 20 of 40. Johnny Gags saying 2 to 1. Yeah, Johnny, I know. I know. Don't remind me. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, this is an upset right here.
Uh-oh.
The man can't win everything. It's going to be Steve Ellis with the single spot snipe. Samurai Mike,
nice.
Minister of Defense Mike Singletary, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Pro Football Hall of Famer, one of the best linebackers of all time, Mike Singletary, custom jersey, Steve Ellis.
Oh, boy, Steve.
The Johnny Gags run has taken a brief stop. I'm willing to bet it might recoup, Colin.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
Yeah, baby, says Steve. Let's go.
I mean, for $25?
Yeah, that's
take
not
that.
bad. That's not bad at all.
That's all in a day's work.
On the Singletary.
Fantastic.
What's close, Colin?
Closest break currently is 6 to go. I think it's actually the quad bats. 3 to go in that.
All right, let's knock that out.
And 3 to go and can't miss reps.
3 out of 4, 75%, says John. Thank you, John. I was a journalism major at Mizzou, so I definitely do appreciate any math help. I could have got that one, but generally appreciate math help. Say that 3 times fast. Math help, math help, math help. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. So good stuff, Steve. Steve Ellis.
Good start in both these series.
Yeah, man. Great start. Let's get that quad done in the bats. Let's get that done. That Johnny Bench, by the way, 9 bats to go. He could be in that quad box break.
That's true. I mean, that's probably the best chance.
Yeah. We had someone in a quad box break earlier today win 2 items, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was actually 2. It was Acuna and John Rocker.
That's right.
It was 2 NL East Brave hits.
Double Braves.
Double Braves.
Yeah, we've seen some cool stuff outside of what you see on the listing. I mean, Carlton Fisk has been in here, Deion Sanders,
Yeah.
Roberto Clemente.
Wait, we had a Roberto Clemente?
Oh, no, I'm thinking Rafael Palmeiro.
Rafael Palmeiro. I was
Yeah.
going to say, that would be a headliner.
Yeah, no,
That'd be nuts.
No. Rafael Palmeiro.
I did not use steroids. He didn't do it, Colin.
He didn't do it.
But he did.
I think he did.
But he did.
Pretty sure he did.
So, what's next, folks? Let's get these diamonds rolling, by the way. Diamond double box break posted. Insane list of headliners still out there, including Terry Bradshaw on the Flash Authentic, Tua Flash Authentic, Brett Favre Flash Authentic. It's getting flashy in here, Colin.
Getting flashy.
No one's getting flashed, but it's getting flashy.
Right.
Just to be clear.
It's still a PG show.
PG show. Justin Fields on the cracked Authentic. That helmet is sexy, man. I know it's not like relative to Josh Allen, Travis Kelce, who are both out there. This isn't the biggest name compared to those guys, but this is the coolest helmet in the room right now. Justin Fields cracked helmet. A lot of quarterbacks. Quarterbacks are worth the most in memorabilia. We have 5 quarterback headliners out there. 4-time Super Bowl champion Terry Bradshaw. Brett Favre. I believe a 3-time NFL MVP. Justin Fields. Josh Allen. Then we have Travis Kelce on the Flash Authentic. Number 2 all-time in receiving touchdowns in playoff history. That's just crazy to me. Johnny Gags asking, is Barkley still in the jerseys? 100%. Saquon Barkley is still in the jersey, sir. Come and get him. Big-time New York fan, Johnny Gags is. From the Bronx.
The Bronx.
I don't know if he's from the Bronx. I'm just going with that. 11-time Pro Bowler, by the way, for Brett Favre, too. He was
one of the best ever.
Phenomenal. Some of his decisions off the field a little bit questionable.
A little.
But on the field, as John Madden will tell you, Favre was special.
Pretty special.
John Madden loved Brett Favre even more than Chris Collinsworth loves Patrick Mahomes.
That's hard to do.
If you guys think that Collinsworth loves Mahomes, go back and watch the John Madden Brett Favre footage. It was a love fest.
Yep, pretty sure he called him the greatest quarterback to ever live.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. John Madden with this Favre.
Well, ever since I taunted Vinny, Michigan has made a storming comeback.
Uh-oh.
And with this 3-pointer, they have taken the lead.
The Fighting Vinny Batani.
Ah, darn.
I think it was recently Chris Webber's birthday, and they showed that timeout he called, which, didn't have any timeouts left. Think about how great of a basketball player Chris Webber was. That's what he's going to be forever remembered for.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the man.
It's just a horrible mental mistake.
One of the best passing big men. Great player with the Kings. Grew up watching him with the Kings. If it hadn't been for the Lakers, those Kings squads would have won a championship at some point.
I believe it.
Craig saying Shannon won the Acuna bat. And Rocker, I'm open to trade if you have any Bills Authentics or autographs. There you go, Craig. So Shane hit up Craig if you have some Bill stuff. Plenty of Bill stuff in the room right now, including that Josh Allen Salute the Service Authentic. O.J. Simpson Authentic is out there as well. A lot of Buffalo Bills in the break room.
Yeah, had a couple Thurman Thomases in the early show.
Yeah,
just
we
hanging
did.
out.
The Terminator, as they call him.
He was great.
He was 1991 NFL MVP, baby. So let's go, folks. Get those orders in. A little bit slow tonight. A little bit slow on the orders. Let's rock and roll here in the break room. So, LeBron's going to have his tendon injury checked in 3 weeks. We'll see if the Lakers are still in the playoff hunt by then.
The Lakers.
Bucks will sign Dragic, looks like. Not a lot of big headlines today. I'm looking at some headlines on ESPN. No major news today, except for Pitts. Kancey runs fastest 40 by defensive tackle since 2006. You know what I think about the NFL Combine, Colin?
What's that?
I think it's stupid. It's so meaningless. How fast you can run in a straight line without pads. You're not zigging and zagging. No one's chasing you. Why? Why do we care?
I don't know. It's a good
I
question.
hate the Combine, man. Cannot stand the Combine. It's a time for guys to throw the ball 75 yards off their 1 foot on a knee, Jamarcus Russell, and get drafted top 2 overall. That's what happens at the Combine.
Yeah, it does.
It's
They
not
make money off it, though. I mean,
They
people
do.
go. That's probably the reason they still do it.
It's a good place for interviews, to meet people face to face.
Yeah,
But as
kinda
far
get an
as
idea.
like how fast and what you get in there, that's not game action. So for me, I try not to get too caught up in the Combine and what happens personally. Do you guys like the Combine? Do you care for it? Are you impressed at 440 speed, or do you think it's overrated like I do?
Well, there's one interesting story in the Combine, and that's Jalen Carter.
Yes. Very interesting. Jalen Carter involved in basically some drag racing. So obviously we don't know all the details. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, but there is a warrant for his arrest. And he
He got arrested.
He got arrested.
and then,
Officially got arrested.
Yeah, posted bail about 20 minutes later. He's back in the Combine now.
Yeah.
So, still, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a misdemeanor reckless driving and racing.
Yeah.
Unauthorized racing or something like that. So,
And the Bears were trying to get him maybe. So, see, he's probably going to slide down the draft now. Going to slide down the draft, which for me as a Bears fan, definitely would like to not draft a defensive player. You know how I want Bryce Young? For me, first overall, I think Bryce Young has the it factor. To me, he's the best player in the draft. I think he's going to be a great player. I like him better than Fields personally. But if they're going to trade down for that number 1 pick, I want to see the Bears get some offense. They didn't draft offense last year in the first 2 rounds. Got to go offense. So maybe the Jalen Carter thing could be a blessing in disguise for Chicago. They might get Will Anderson. But I think the Bears need some offensive help no matter what they do.
I'm sure they're going to address a lot of that in free agency. Though.
Yeah. Speed kills, says Chris. Look at Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Tyreek Hill is super fast, but you could know that from watching his tape. You don't have to learn that at the Combine, is all I'm saying. Jim Brown is gone, Mike. Jim Brown went in the early show. I believe it was box 14. Jim Brown, Lunar Authentic, hit of the early show. Looks like Johnny Gags is at it again in the jerseys.
Yes.
We are 1 spot away on those jerseys, guys.
Our new man, Johnny Swords, Officer Johnny Swords, that is, won the Jim Brown.
That's Maximus to you.
Maximus.
Officer Maximus. It was quite the new customer mojo, huh?
No kidding. And
That's
a Tua
not
jersey,
bad.
just for whatever reason. Let me just add a Tua jersey.
Why not, right? Why not? Jim Brown's gone, but a lot of great quarterbacks still in play. Favre, Bradshaw, Josh Allen, Tua, Justin Fields, and we have the Travis Kelce still in play, Mr. Dictionary.
That is a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fontez.
What's up? He says, yo, I'm back, sup, Common. Man, I'll be honest, I'm worried for Mike's health. Mike the Dictionary Webster, He is crying right now. Jim
Mike.
Brown is gone. So personally, Fontez, I'm worried a little bit about Mike's health.
It's tough to miss a show, man.
Yeah,
you never know.
You never know what you're going to miss. Otherwise, Fontez, you missed a lot, actually. Jim Brown got pulled in the early show. We had a Yogi Berra bat that got pulled. Tonight already, we have this Vlad Guerrero Jr. bat. So we've had a lot of good stuff coming out. Fonz is a Steeler fan, though. That Terry Bradshaw still out there in both the can't miss and the diamond helmets, both, Colin. Jersey break coming up, though, looks like, right?
That's correct. Number 3.
All right, third jersey is coming up. We got ourselves John, Shane, and William. Drop me a number, folks. First come, first serve. Next man up. I missed last night. Yeah, I saw the Yogi earlier, says Fontez. We did see the Yogi. Maybe missed the Vlad bat. That was a nice hit so far.
Mm-hmm.
Early hit of the show, Vlad Guerrero Jr. bat.
Yep. Had that Tyreek Hill jersey as well.
Yeah, that was nice.
Probably the silver medalist.
Silver medalist so far.
Nothing wrong with silver.
Nothing wrong with silver. Johnny says 16. Shane wants 19. Johnny was first with 16. They want the Montana numbers. Montana for the Niners, Montana for the Chiefs. They're big Montana fans, I can tell.
Alrighty. He was okay, you know. He was serviceable.
Yeah, he was not bad, right?
Yeah, he was, decent.
That's the draft profile, by the way, and Bryce Young. Moxie in the huddle, Montana-esque.
Oh.
I was reading one of the scout reports, and I was like, that's what I saw from him on the field personally. Montana-esque. So, Devin wanted to trade for Discord. So, Fontez is calling an AFC West hit. Okay, Fonz. The Fonz. We'll go 10 times for our divisions here in the NFL. Stay away, Devin, says Mike. Mike says, I want that Jim Brown. Mike might trade a kidney for that.
Oh, boy.
That might happen. He loves Jim Brown.
Stay away, Devin.
Dice roll was 10. We got 8, 9, and 10. Devin says, no, I wanted 2, LOL. Oh, boy. Here's the Barkley, says Johnny Gags. Well, Johnny, you don't have the NFC East, man.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully for you, William Stefanelli says, let's go. Give me that Barkley. He's got the East. Shane's got the AFC West. John, you've got the rest. I'm a Browns fan. I have a real reason for it, says Mike. To be fair, I would say Mike is a bigger Browns fan than Devin.
Yes.
With that said, everyone's got a right to every jersey, every helmet. So we'll see. Collecting legends is a real reason, says Devin.
We don't even know who Officer Maximus's favorite team is.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what you need to trade.
What's your squad, Mr. Maximus? Johnny Swords.
Johnny Swords.
16 out of 40 coming up. Next man up. Good luck, folks. Let's see some fire in the jerseys. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, Colin.
What's happened?
You've got to be joking me.
Oh, my God.
Johnny Gags called it.
Wow.
Saquon Barkley, and he didn't even have the spot, though. Oh, man, I feel so bad.
Johnny.
That's a bad beat if I saw one. William Stefanelli in the NFC East snipes the Saquon jersey.
Wow.
That's a heartbreaker, Colin. Top 5 in the league in rushing yards. Top 5 running back in the NFL. JSA certified. The biggest reason on the offensive side as to why the Giants not only made the playoffs, but won a playoff game this year. No one would have thought that would happen, Colin. No one thought that would happen.
Nope.
Saquon Barkley, NFC East. William Stefanelli.
Very nice, man.
Wow. I feel horrible for Johnny. Feel great for William. Multiple emotions here in the break room. It's an emotional place, Colin. Let it out, folks. Let it out. Very nice there, Barkley.
Of the break.
Man. He did call it, Colin.
He did call it. He said
did
this
call
is
it.
That was pretty impressive, actually.
Fontez saying I got a Taylor for the Barkley. Jonathan Taylor. Johnny says it's okay. I should have played the lottery. Well, that's a good attitude, Johnny. You can't win them all, man. Your time will come, dude. Your time will come. It already came earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
so
Rafael Palmeiro, Tyreek Hill, and Vlad Jr., so still a pretty good day.
It'll come, Johnny Gags. Great hit, William, on the Saquon. This guy, to me, Colin, when healthy, he might be a top 3 back in the league. He's that good. I mean, Derrick Henry's number 1. Christian McCaffrey probably number 2. Saquon, if we're talking fully healthy, we factor in rushing and receiving, he could be number 3 in the league.
He could be, man.
He is that good.
He is that good.
Fantastic hit right there, William.
You said it. It is all about health with Saquon Barkley.
Yep. Bears might make a run at him.
He could.
Some rumors out there.
I heard he's
Chicago.
not going back.
I think he wants more money than what the Giants are willing to pay him. They've got a Daniel Jones situation as well, so you can't pay everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah, can't. Terry is still there, Mr. Gags.
Terry's not gone. Yeah, come and get him, Johnny Gags.
He's available in a couple series, I think.
Terry Bradshaw and the Authentics. Actually, he's available, I believe, in 3 series.
A lot of
the
Terry.
Jerseys, the Can't Miss, and the Authentics.
A lot of Terry.
It's a Terry Bradshaw break room right now.
Close to a full season this year.
Yeah.
You missed some time.
As close as he can get, Saquon.
And as you said, when you broke the Saquon, it was... Look at the difference it made when you get that much Saquon Barkley.
And it wasn't only him, but if he hadn't been there, they wouldn't have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, Daboll was the big reason, the head coach.
Big reason.
But having good players around him, like Barkley, made that offense flow much better. What does Terry say? No, I'm right, Johnny Gags?
Yeah, no.
Right about what?
Right about what?
Terry Wilson's usually right. I don't know what he's right about this time, though, Colin. He says, no, I'm right.
He just knows.
So there you go. What's next, Colin? What's close here?
I think it's still that quad box break.
The back quad?
The bat quad.
3 away?
Get another jersey up there.
Johnny Gags will come at it, man.
I know. He's probably like, what the heck? Why does it still say sold out?
He probably won't miss this next time around.
He doesn't miss often.
No, he doesn't. The Saquon was definitely an upset for sure.
I'll take those boxes, too.
Sounds like a plan.
You never know when it's going to pop off.
Nah, this break room might pop off. A little bit surprised the diamonds aren't popping off more.
True.
Let's get those diamonds moving. A lot of headliners left. A lot of boxes on the ticker. Not that many boxes left in that diamond series. Illinois is back in front, Colin.
They sure are.
They're up 7 with 3 minutes to go, so maybe a good day for you and I both. Barcelona takes down Real Madrid in the Spanish Copa del Rey. Mizzou won last night. Illinois going to win today, so sports world looking good for us here, Colin.
We like it.
Gotta love it.
I am not counting my chickens before they hatch, though, with this Illinois team.
Three-pointers in sports right now are crazy. Luka Doncic with a big day today. Early in the third quarter, already 28 points for Luka.
He's ridiculous.
They're up 12 on the Sixers, the Mavs are.
He is ridiculous.
Hey, Kamen, this Terry isn't cheap. I see what he's talking about. He's talking about himself, that he's right here. Not Terry Bradshaw. We're talking about Terry Wilson.
Oh.
And Fontes is asking if you're having a good night. Colin, you are having a good night.
Fontes, thank you, man. I am having a good night. If Illinois wins, I'll have an even better night.
Yeah. Maybe he's saying you are having a good night because Illinois is winning.
I hope so, man.
I like it.
Florida Panthers, that's the next thing I need for
Is it a parlay?
Yes.
What do you got?
Blackhawks losing. Florida, and I went with the Rangers because I thought of Bob. So we got a 3-leg hockey parlay.
Wait, so you have Blackhawks are down against the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
The Rangers are up against the Senators.
Yep. And Florida's down 1, but they were down 2 going into that period, so.
Okay.
Got faith.
He says, Johnny Gags asked if Terry is left, and I said, no, I'm right.
Okay.
Terry!
Boy, that joke went right over both our heads.
We both missed it, Terry. We both missed it, man.
There's Johnny Gags. He is the thirstiest of Thursdays.
At least he's using the promo. I like it.
Might as well, man.
2 spots away. Jersey break is coming up. Now, he just got sniped last time. The man is not guaranteed any dubs. I say this all the time, Colin, but it's true. You're going to buy 1 spot into a break. Whether you're going up against one person with 6 spots, or you're going up against, 7 other people with 1 spot. Your odds do not change.
Mm-hmm.
Odds do not change. If anything, it's good that Johnny's in here buying the spots because it's allowing the break to fill up quickly.
True.
So 2 spots to go. Let's get that bad boy knocked out.
2 spots to go in the quad as well, and 4 to go in the diamond double.
Alrighty, we got some double quad box breaks coming up. The more boxes, the more fun, I say, Colin.
I agree.
That's the way we do it.
I'll go ahead and take those boxes while we're talking.
Sounds good. I'll get you the Saquon. I'll keep this Vlad Jr. bat around for now. I'm pretty sure by the end of the show he won't be on the desk. But for now, we'll keep him around. We got the Cheetah here. These are just harder to display. But we can always put them back if we need to.
True.
And we got ourselves Rafael Pomero bat. The jerseys are on fire today, man.
They have been great.
No, we have not missed.
Can't miss jerseys.
Can't miss jersey series. Terry says, yeah, I'm corny. I like corny, Terry. I'm a big fan of dad jokes. I say better corny than boring, right? Fontes saying, didn't Ronnie buy 7 out of 8 and lost? From there, he bought out every spot in that day. Yeah, if you're going to buy 7, you might as well buy 8 at that point. So I think we got another jersey break coming up. I believe the jerseys are full. So Colin's going to get that list ready. But drop me a number, guys. I believe it's Johnny Gags and 2 other people. Maybe that's James and William. Let me know, guys, what number you guys would like in the jerseys. Sold out on the jerseys, Colin.
Fantastic. They've been hot.
Jerseys are hot, man. Let's get this can't miss done, too. 3 spots to go. Ben Roethlisberger, Terry Bradshaw still in play. All the hits in that series are great. If you're looking for a series without filler hits, all big names, Diamonds is your best bet. Can't miss is your second best bet. I mean, in the Diamond Helmet series in the early show, Colin, we had a Phil Simms Flash Authentic with the visor. That was one of the worst hits of the series.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Absolutely wild.
Absolutely
17.
wild.
2 guys want 17. Johnny Gags and JP.
All right. 17
going off the ticker in the jerseys. The Josh Allen box, as I like to say. So we'll do 17. Let's get that quad box knocked out, folks, in those baseball bats. That will likely be the last quad we do. We can revisit, but there's only 9 boxes left. After that quad, there'll only be 5 left, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it. Get those knocked out.
All right, that's up now.
Next man up, number 4. I need that Bradshaw, and he's coming out tonight, says the Fonz.
Ooh, okay.
Sounds like a guarantee, Steven. Fonz is willing to bet anything. It's a mortgage bet. The man might bet his mortgage on this, Colin.
Wow.
Be careful, Fontes. If it happens twice, I'm done for the night, says Johnny. Makes sense, brother.
Stuff Nelly is in here.
Is that the guy who got him last time?
That's who got him last time.
Oh, no, Johnny, that's your kryptonite, man. That William is scary. 10 times coming up here in the football jersey break. Oh, boy. Williams got the NFC East again. That's what won last time. We got ourselves James in the AFC East, and John Gagliano has the rest in the jerseys. Box 17, I believe JP, that's James Pago.
There you go. That would make sense.
It makes me think of Pargo, former Bull basketball player. Pargo. So when you get a second, Colin, 1-7 17 in the jerseys.
17.
Bat break single got a spot knocked out. That's starting to move a little bit.
That's good. A little bit of problems with Shopify.
Uh-oh. Come on, Shopify.
Yeah, it says they're having a technical issue, but
It just worked for me here.
yeah,
So
it keeps kind of going in and out.
in and out.
After I
Okay.
refresh it a few times.
If anyone's having issues with Shopify, let me know. So 17 coming up. 17 of 40. Next man up. We've got ourselves. He didn't get sniped this time. It's a Matt Hasselbeck jersey.
Nice.
Three-time Pro Bowl quarterback. In the 2000s, went to the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, losing against the Steelers. Clean Matt Hasselbeck jersey. That's the NFC West. That is John Gagliano on the Hasselbeck jersey. Back it certified. There you go, Johnny Gags. Very nice.
I'm shocked you didn't say what you usually say when we pull Matt Hasselbeck.
We want the ball, and we're going to score. I try to mix it up once in a while, Colin, but that one's too easy.
It is.
I think of him and that pick he threw against Al Harris and the Packers. Pick 6 goes the other way. Overtime win for Green Bay. Yeah, that was not Matt Hasselbeck's finest moment.
Not his finest moment.
Got to give him a little confidence, little moxie. Don't mind the man for saying it, but you say it, you better deliver. You better deliver.
Absolutely.
Someone scored, but it wasn't Matt's team.
I just look back over here, and Ottawa's winning 4-3 all of a sudden. They've scored 2 goals since I've last checked the score.
Wait, that's who you don't need to win?
Yeah, I need the Rangers to win. They're winning 3-2. Now they're losing 4-3.
Well, it's clearly Bob's fault.
Bob, come on, man.
Bob's doing you in, Colin.
You already shortchanged me for Patrick Kane.
Bob. Nice hit, Johnny Gags.
Very nice, dude.
This is actually, believe it or not, probably the worst jersey we've pulled in the last 7 or 8. Not because it's a bad jersey. That's just how good the series has been lately.
Yeah, that's true. It's been hot.
Coming in hot. Let's get these diamonds moving, Colin. Come on, guys. Nothing but great authentic helmets. Let's see a little diamond magic in the break room.
Oh, diamond magic.
Let's see some bats, too, man.
Yeah, 2 to go in a quad.
I know we mentioned this in the early show, but different audience, different people. What do you guys think about the new baseball rules? Batters now have 8 seconds to get set in the box, or there's a strike called. Pitchers have a pitch clock. Baseball games going much quicker in spring training. Personally, I love the new rules, Colin. Love them. Love the rules. Let's make the game go quicker, right?
Yeah, let's do it. So far it has been as far as spring training.
Big thanks. Terry got me a bat finally. And I cost Payne says 5-3, Colin. What's 5-3?
Oh, is it 5-3 in the... Is he predicting another Ottawa score, maybe?
Oh, no. Maybe it just happened.
I hope not. My stream's just behind and it's 5-3. It better not be.
Bounce back, says Johnny Gags. Bounce back indeed, man. You bounce back. I believe that Johnny Gags Collins been in 4 jersey breaks. He's bought 6 out of 8 spots in all of them, and he's won 3 out of 4.
Yeah, and he's won some pretty good stuff.
The math adds up, right?
The
math adds up.
You're right, yeah, when you look at it that way.
Uh-oh. Have bad news. I think they just scored, Colin.
What is going on? I think he's messing with me, bro.
Is he messing with you?
I think he's messing with me. Unless my stream is way behind.
Well, he does cause pain.
It looks like New York's about to score.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Patrick Kane just got leveled.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. They had a breakaway. I was like, he's right. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I think he's messing with me.
Under review. Adam says, nah, it's 5-3. Oh, boy.
Oh, they did just score.
Your stream is way behind.
It's way behind.
Way behind.
Ah, Lord. Bob, darn it.
Always on Thursday, says Johnny Gags. Thirsty Thursday, man. Get that extra spot for free, brother.
Oh, it is.
It's the way to do it.
Is he offsides? He looks like he's offsides.
You are way too invested in this. I love it.
And friggin' Chicago just scored. Stop it, Blackhawks.
The parlay's not going to hit, Colin.
It's not looking good.
Not looking good.
He thinks they're going to wipe the goal, though.
Okay.
So that helps.
Who's I Cause Pain? Can't remember who that is.
Head,
He's causing pain right now, though.
yeah. Well, hopefully
He's breaking some bad news to you.
Well, hopefully with this coach's challenge, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Illinois is back down to 3 points now, too.
Oh, that's Ambrosio Sabella. Let's go.
Ambrosio, that's right. Ambrosio, of course.
Ambrosio's a good dude.
I love Ambrosio.
He's a Jets fan.
He wouldn't cause me pain.
He's looking for some Aaron Rodgers. Come out of darkness to join the Jets. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers, Colin?
Great quarterback.
I mean, what do you think about where he's going to end up? Where should he end up?
I honestly, the Jets kind of make sense. The Raiders, maybe. I don't think he'll go to the Raiders, though. I don't know. I don't know where he's going to end up.
I think he's best off going back to Green Bay. Because the Raiders and the Jets play in the AFC, play in divisions with quarterbacks like Mahomes for the Raiders, Josh Allen for the Jets. I think that Green Bay is in a very winnable division. Lions are in the up and up, but it's the Lions. The Vikings, quite frankly, got pretty lucky this last season, and the Bears are the Bears.
The Bears are the Bears.
So, unfortunately, I hate to say it, as a Bears fan, Rodgers probably should go with Green Bay.
No goal.
No goal?
Take it off.
Rodgers should just retire, says Johnny Gags. There is a lot of money for him to give up, Johnny Gags.
Yeah.
A lot of money that I have a feeling, Colin, he's not giving up.
Still hosting Jeopardy? Is that still his dream?
No, that's not going to happen at this point.
Oh, man.
Raiders are out on Rodgers and high on a rookie, says
That probably
Gary.
makes the most sense.
Okay. Dave saying, I know you guys do a lot of breaks, but you remember the chrome replica Dallas helmet? Yes, that Troy Aikman, Dave. I will never forget that helmet for the rest of my life, Colin.
Really?
It was one of the coolest helmets ever in the Can't Miss series.
Never got to see it.
I believe that was Tuesday night we pulled that, Dave. That was wild, my man.
It looked pretty cool in the picture.
Fantastic.
That's all I ever got to see.
JP wants to see the Raiders draft Levis. That's the guy out of Kentucky. Personally, my opinion, what do I know? I think he's a bust. Turnover machine in college. I only watched him play a couple times. Both times I watched him, he was terrible. So maybe I watched the wrong games, but he looked really bad to me. That's a guy that I think I would not go anywhere near personally. If I had to pick the biggest bust in the draft, that's my guy right there, Colin. Wow. Personally.
All right. Write it down. We'll find out this time next year how we're going to be talking about Levis.
I cost Payne saying Rodgers to the Jets is great, but it stinks because it'll only be for a year or two at best. Yeah, he's not going to be there forever. JP saying, whoa. My opinion, JP, I might be entirely wrong, man. Projecting NFL players to the next level are tough.
Very.
He's got a lot of talent for sure, a big arm. But decision-making that I saw from him was not great. I like Bryce Young. His arm might not be as big, Colin. The man makes smart decisions. Lost his two best receivers from Alabama. Came back this last year and balled out. Bryce Young will be phenomenal for me. Richardson, another guy who, again, very talented. Accuracy, decision-making, a lot of question marks for me for Richardson. Depends on who you're drafting. I like to draft dependable. I look at Bryce Young. I look at a guy that I know is going to be very good.
Yeah.
I look at Richardson and Levis. Could be great, could be terrible. Too unknown for me, personally.
Hard to know about any of these guys.
Yeah. Richardson, by the way, was a filler hit in the college series. What headliners left in the jersey break, says McGiggles? McGiggles, what's up, McGiggles? Hope all is good, brother. I'm going to actually go ahead and give these guys a top-to-bottom rundown, Colin, of everything we got going on right now. Resetting the entire break page. So jerseys, if these will pull up. We got ourselves a bunch of headliners left, including Terry Bradshaw. Not quite as famous as Terry Wilson, but the next best Terry is available. 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback. One of the best Steelers. I mean, only Brady has more Super Bowl titles as a quarterback.
This is true.
So Bradshaw was phenomenal. We got Brian Urlacher, one of the best linebackers ever, former Defensive Player of the Year. Urlacher was so fast, Colin, he could actually mark tight ends and running backs. He was phenomenal.
It's crazy.
OT and champagne, says Adam.
That's true.
And it went from a great night to a stressful night for you.
I know.
Colin.
As soon as Fontez said, good night for Colin.
Fonz, ruined it, right? For
Fonz,
you?
can you say I'm having a bad night?
Yeah.
See what happens?
Come on, Fontez. Justin Jefferson is still out there. Number 1 all time. So I agree. I cost Payne said, I also just want to throw this out there. Spoke with customer service today about a DK Metcalf helmet I got in the mail today. They were super cool about it. Not sure why there's hate on them. Yeah, I don't get it either. Customer service is great. The honest truth is, Colin, the vast majority of customers we have, I'm talking about the vast majority, are very happy with our customer service and our break room. Usually a few comments tend to sway a few people who see 7 or 8 comments and they don't realize that we have hundreds of customers.
True.
So customer service is great. Do agree I cost Payne. That is an excellent point. Never understood that myself either. Justin Jefferson, by the way, that is the number 1 receiver all-time receiving yards per game, Jay Jettas. Dolphins got pulled, McGiggles. Tua in the early show, Tyreek in tonight's show.
True statement.
Warren Sapp also still in play. But Bradshaw didn't have a mic in his ear, no tuck rule or Spygate. So Fontez clearly not a Tom Brady fan. I see what you're doing there, Fonz.
Fonz, tell me I'm going to have a bad night.
Fontez, baby!
Also, Adam Cantwell, what's up, dude?
What's up, A-Train? He's been in and out of the break room for sure. Have not seen him as much lately. But you see why when he chimes in, when it comes to betting, Adam's in right away.
Yeah.
Baseball bats. We have a Johnny Bench still in play. 9 bats to go. Hall of Fame catcher, one of the best ever. Diamonds, we have 6 to go in the single, 4 to go in the double. Let me ask the customers a question here. Let's rank these quarterback hits and the Travis Kelce. There are 6 headliners left. That is Terry Bradshaw, Tua, Brett Favre, Josh Allen, Justin Fields, and Travis Kelce. Of those 6 hits, which one do you guys want to see the most? Which one would you want the most? Obviously, for me, I like the Travis Kelce. I'm a Justin Fields guy. I'm a Bears and Chiefs fan, but I want Bryce Young, man. So Travis Kelce, for me, is the number 1 hit left, but he's not even a quarterback. I don't know what these guys like specifically.
I'm a huge fan of that Justin Fields. I've never seen a helmet look like that.
Yeah.
It looks like, I keep saying this, it looks like the Hulk punched it, and then Justin Fields signed his autograph right in the hole.
That's such a great description, Colin. Dave says Justin. Looking for Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
By the way, Adam's saying, Colin, it's the off season. We're on the same side. That's true.
That's good. Yeah, Adam's always, I say this. He's back at the top. He's number 1 Cowboys fan. In
there
my
you
book.
go. I have a little respect, less than 0.5% for him just because he played QB for my Wolverines, says Fontez. Okay, Fonz. He says, Walker says Favre or Fields. Those are both great options. I don't know. I'm looking at those helmets, Colin, and I'm like, as far as worth, obviously I would say probably Brett Favre might be worth the most, or Bradshaw. Josh Allen is up there as well. I like Kelce the best because I just love Travis Kelce. But the Justin Fields helmet, you're right. I would go Kelce and Fields for me. As far as the 2 best, and that one, huge Tua guy as well. That might be my 3rd helmet I would like of those.
I like the Brett Favre, personally.
Yeah. Favre Flash Authentic. The Fields is tough to beat. As far as looks, says Fontez. Terry says not Favre. So Terry says not Favre. Yeah, but your boy John Madden loves him, Terry. Raider coach John Madden loves Brett Favre. I have an admission to make, Colin. Here's something that I have not admitted in this break room before. Maybe once I might have admitted this.
Okay.
I don't think I've told you this. As a kid, and I'm going to take the randomizer off so you guys can see my face. I was a closet Brett Favre fan. Despite being a Bears fan,
Yes.
Brett Favre's passion for the game was unmatched. My opinion of Favre has gone downhill over the years because of some of his off-field issues. But as far as a guy playing football with the passion, the fire, and just his gunslinger ways, Brett Favre was something to watch, man. I could see why John Madden was obsessed. Favre was awesome.
Yes, I am.
There you go. Podcast is coming for you. Matt saying Kamen coming out of the Favre closet. That's right, Matt. It's been tough. I had a Brett Favre poster.
Does that feel?
I did as a kid.
You had a Brett.
Yes, I did.
You're a Bears fan, and you had a Brett Favre poster.
I liked him.
Yeah,
Fun
apparently.
player.
I liked him.
I cheered for him to lose against the Bears and win all the other games.
Wow.
Brett Favre.
This is a lot.
What's your favorite Bear moment? Says McGiggles. I was at the game when Hester broke the punt return record.
Wow.
I have two Bear moments. Actually, Colin, there is 4 that stick out to me as a Bears fan. I love when Peanut Tillman ripped the ball out of Randy Moss's hands in the end zone. I mean, all those times you got mossed, you got Peanut Tillman. That was iconic. I absolutely loved back-to-back weeks. I think like when it was early on in the 2000s, I want to say it was 01. They had a Hail Mary. Shane Matthews was the quarterback, sends the game to overtime. And then Mike Brown gets a pick 6. He had a pick 6 against the Niners and Garcia as well. Back-to-back overtime walk-off wins for the Bears. Then the other moments that stand out is Hester return touchdown against the Cardinals, where Denny Green says, "They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook."
Oh, it's amazing.
And then the other one is the Super Bowl. Hester taking back the opening kick against the Colts. That was iconic. Those are my favorite Bear moments.
I like when Aaron Rodgers threw a Hail Mary to Jordy Nelson to win the game at Lambeau Field or Soldier Field.
Terrible.
That was
terrible.
Cool. Or when the I Own You was pretty good too.
Yeah, that's like having a Rodgers poster and being a Bear fan. Yeah, I don't have a Rodgers poster.
I think Rodgers is worse towards the Bears than
Favre.
Both are bad as a Bears fan, but I'm glad. I hope you feel better getting that
Came
off
out
your
of the
chest.
closet, Colin.
Yeah.
I love Favre growing up. Was a huge fan. Says I caused pain, but that money issue with him made me lose a ton of respect for him, and could honestly care less for what he did on the field.
Absolutely.
That's a fair comment. I will say this though: if you don't like him, you win that Favre helmet. That could be great trade bait.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Great trade piece on the Brett Favre Flash Authentic.
Definitely still worth it in that sense.
Yes, 100%. That's why. I mean, I grew up a Peyton Manning fan. I'm a Mahomes fan. Some of these guys know this. Tom Brady, for me, is the GOAT because he's done it for so many years. Not my favorite player, Colin, but he's one of my favorite names to pull because I know how much he means to memorabilia.
Yeah, a lot.
Brett Favre means a lot to football, too. You cannot take away what he did on the field. I know it's off-field issues. I'm with you, but on the field, the man was a beast.
Beast.
Tony Rosati says, "What's up, guys? I'm back. I survived the stomach flu.
Oh, geez.
Straight up, not a good time." Tony, that's terrible, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
That is terrible.
Good to have you
Devin
back.
saying, I mean, I take a free Brett. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Devin wants legends. And yeah, good to have you back for sure, man.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, what headliners are left in the Diamonds? Devin, we just did the run-through. I was just asking the guys what ones they want to see the most. I think for you, Colin, it was Justin Fields. I had Travis Kelce closely followed by Fields. Headliners left, Devin Donahue, that's Terry Bradshaw, Tua, Brett Favre, Justin Fields, Josh Allen, and Travis Kelce.
A lot of goodies.
You know who's Brett Favre 2.0? It's Josh Allen. It's the same player. I mean, except for Allen's a better runner.
Yeah, a little bit more athleticism.
A little bit more athleticism, but Josh Allen and Brett Favre, to me, that's your modern-day comparison. I mean, Allen makes a lot of incredible throws, a great arm, and every once in a while he throws it to the other team. But, I mean, I think Brett Favre is the top 10 quarterback of all time. If Josh Allen follows in his footsteps, Colin becomes top 10 all time. That's not bad.
Absolutely
That's not bad at all.
The line are giving me a heart attack.
Fontez says, they losing?
I think they're tied
Oh, my God.
with 26 seconds left.
Breathe, Colin. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Fontez says Tom isn't the GOAT because he didn't win 4 in a row or 5 in a row and not losing the Super Bowl, so that's why Joe's the greatest of all time. My opinion. Font says Joe is 4-0. That's Fontez's GOAT.
All right.
Respect, man.
Fair enough.
Put your opinion out there. It's not a crazy opinion. I mean, I could see where you would come up with that. By the way, as far as Super Bowls, Colin, number 1 all time in Super Bowl passer rating, Joe Montana.
That's true.
So, there you go.
None but respect for Joe Montana and Fontez. I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
I feel him. I understand.
That's the beauty of the break room. We can disagree. We don't have to agree about everything. There's a lot of great opinions, and all opinions are welcome as long as we're being respectful. As long as we're respectful, all opinions are open. McGiggle says, I'm sorry, can you say the Jersey headliners that are left? 100%.
We're also about to do one.
We're about to do one. Let me guess, Johnny Gags is in there.
He's in there.
All right, Johnny Gags. Jersey headliners left. Terry Bradshaw, speaking of guys who won a lot in the Super Bowl, 4-time champion.
Yup.
We got Justin Jefferson, number 1 all-time receiving yards per game. Think about that. 3 seasons in, he's on pace to shatter Jerry Rice's records.
It's unbelievable.
And he's got the 17th game. Nuts. Brian Urlacher still out there. McGiggles and Warren Sapp as well. And 3 of his Super Bowls should have asterisks. In my opinion, says Fontez. Fontez, I think Mahomes is better than Brady. He just has to do more longevity. Why the asterisk? Because of the Spygate or because of the defenses?
Yeah, it's probably all that. He's probably like Deflategate too.
Yeah.
What's funny about Deflategate is they beat them so bad that if you were to all right, let's just take away all the passing touchdowns, they still beat them with just rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Deflategate, probably one of those things that, like the cork bats in baseball, just looks bad, but didn't actually affect things as much.
I think, like I said, literally, you take away all the passing touchdowns, that advantage, they still won the game.
Yeah. Jersey break coming up. Deflategate, Spygate, and Tuck Rule. There you go, Fonz. Those are Fonz's opinions, of course.
Tuck Rule on 30-30, if you've seen the 30 for 30.
I have not.
Oh, my gosh, it's so good. It's so funny. Him and Charles Woodson sit down and talk about the Tuck Rule. They watch the game.
I mean, I think it's not a great rule, but I think they called it right. I don't know. It was such a tough call to make.
It was definitely a fumble. But
yeah, you think it was a fumble?
I think so.
Okay.
And it's funny because Tom Brady's showing him why it's an incomplete pass. And then after he drops the ball and he goes, and fumble. incompletion. And then Charles, you heard it. It was on camera. Yeah. You heard it.
I got to go back and watch it because I think it was such a close play.
It's so funny.
But that's how you win 7 Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
You get the close calls. You get the breaks.
You're not wrong.
You don't win 7 Super Bowls by just being good.
Gotta get lucky.
Gotta get lucky as well. So Fontez, Larry, Dwayne, Melissa, Danny, Larry, and Dave. Actually, no Johnny Gags in here. Johnny Gags! Where'd you go, brother?
Where'd it go?
Johnny Gags! Come on back, Johnny! Drop me a number, guys.
Sitting this one out.
First number I see is what we're doing. 5, 6, 15, 18, and 19.
Double overtime in Champaign.
Breathe, Colin. I don't want to have to administer CPR here, Colin.
Appreciate that.
These guys would be like, what is going on?
Just joining in. What's left in the door? Oh, my God.
Why is Colin coming on top of Colin? I'm trying to save the man's life, guys. We got 17 first. Chris saying Patriots also had a lot of help every year. Tons of extremely talented players taking team-friendly deals for a year just to chase that ring. Happen year after year. 17 is actually not even on the ticker.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But 15 is, and 15 was next. 15 going off the ticker. Thank you for giggles. And that's exactly why I think rings for me get overrated. It's a team game. I 100% agree with what Chris is saying. So, I mean, the reason why he is for me, Colin, is because he did it for so many years.
Yeah, I mean,
longevity matters. The sheer number of numbers, both wins and stats, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But if Mahomes, for me, passes him up for yards, touchdowns, etc., gets 5 rings, I would say Mahomes is greater.
Another discussion. Yeah.
Peyton Manning was a better regular season player than Brady. No question about that, I would say.
I think he had a better team, too, but that's also could be up for...
Better offense, not a better team.
Well,
I think Brady had a better team around them if we factor both sides of the ball.
That could be a reason why he has so many yards, though,
yeah,
too. Peyton
that's
Manning,
part of it.
If he's playing behind
that's
the whole
part of it.
And that's a respectable pick, too, if you have him number 1.
I mean, Peyton Manning's my number 1 regular season player of all time. He's got 5 MVPs.
He's got 5 MVPs.
Brady had 3.
That's pretty ridiculous.
So it's kind of hard to argue against 5 MVPs, which is a regular season award.
He fat-fingered.
He fat-fingered. Man, 18. Let me copy in the right list. That was the list from the previous jersey break.
Good catch.
So, yep. Fontez, Larry, Dwayne, Melissa, Danny, Larry, and Dave. I'm good with the Brady GOAT narrative, but I think people act like he's so much better than all these other guys. And there's a lot of guys, like Manning probably, had they played on that Patriot team, might have similar numbers, similar Super Bowl winning numbers, that is.
You never know. And it's hard to play that game.
It's hard to play that game.
Because what happens if you put him on the Colts? I mean, how much more yards does he have? Who knows?
I don't know. That's why it's difficult.
Yeah.
But that's why we play, Colin. It's fun. It is fun.
It's always subjective.
Larry's got the NFC North, Melissa NFC South. We got Larry NFC East, Fontez NFC West, Danny AFC North, Melissa AFC South, Dwayne AFC East, and Dave AFC West. Manning's the greatest. Peyton got so many receivers paid in free agency. After leaving Peyton, those receivers did nothing. To be fair, I think Harrison and Wayne... I mean, Wayne was still good without Manning. Harrison was obviously retired when Manning was playing. But Demaryius Thomas and who's the other guy?
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders without Peyton Manning looked much worse.
They did all right. I don't know. They did all right before Peyton, too.
They were top 5 in the league in receiving yards.
That's true.
Peyton.
Hey, that's definitely a testament to Peyton Manning.
There is some truth to that.
Yeah.
There is some truth to that.
There's also some falsehood to that.
Gonzalez, Pierre Garcon, Eric Decker, Julius Thomas, yeah. Some of those guys did much worse without Peyton Manning.
I don't know.
Some of those guys also aren't great, but Demaryius Thomas specifically was definitely night and day different with Peyton Manning.
I mean, there's some guy like Wes Welker, for example. What did Wes Welker do after he left New England?
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Well, then Brady made guys great, too. That's how... I mean, all those quarterbacks, Brady, Manning, Breeze... all the all-time greats make you.
How about Chris
better.
Hogan? Chris Hogan was great for New England. As soon as he left, he's not even in the league anymore, I don't think.
True. Good point. We got 15 coming up. 15 of 40. Manning, Brady, Breeze. They made a lot of careers.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes doing it right now with the Chiefs. Juju, Marquez, all these boys. Sky Moore getting touchdowns.
Yeah. Juju better relax. He's getting too big for his britches.
That's what the greats do, man. Here's a great Patriot. Before Brady's time, one of the best offensive linemen of all time. This man is maybe top 5 lineman of all time. John Hanna on the custom jersey. AFC East, Dwayne Scott.
All right.
Nicely done, Dwayne.
Very nice.
All I got to say is I'm more on Chris's side with a lot of what he's saying, not entirely. But if Vinny Matani was in here, we might have all-out war. We might have all-out war here if Vinny was going head-to-head with Chris. Welker did go to Denver after New England. Did do well, actually, with Manning as well.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But he wasn't good before Manning and Brady.
I'm not disagreeing that Peyton Manning has made wide receivers better.
Yeah.
But I think it's unfair to say, look what Manning's done with wide receivers, and not say, well, what has Tom Brady done with wide receivers? What does Julian Edelman's career look like without Tom Brady?
It's good. It's good, that's for sure. That was the debate, though. That's what I'm saying, though. There was, for the longest time, if you watched football back in the day, Brady and Manning, to me, Colin, pretty close.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Brady started getting more and more rings that the debate kind of ended. But if you look at the prime of their careers,
They were great.
they were pretty close. Pretty close for sure. I think that Brady had better defenses, helped them win more rings. But that's how it is. Winning rings is the team game.
Absolutely.
But it is hard to argue against 7, though. That is a lot. That is a lot.
I don't like the argument when people are like 7 and then they go into all the gates and then the defense and it's like, you can't tell me you got 7 rings and you had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, he had a lot to do with it.
Exactly.
Quarterback's the most important player on the field, but he's not the only.
You're not wrong.
So if Vinny was here, I'd be calling Eli Manning the GOAT.
There's Vinny.
And Vinny says F Eli. After 2004, Manning's teams never lost to Brady in the playoffs, says Chris.
How many times did they play after
A
2004?
few times. They had that comeback in 2005. They actually played that year the Broncos won the Super Bowl. They played
That Broncos
the
team was
AFC
crazy.
Championship. But that obviously wasn't Manning's best year
No.
when he won the Super Bowl.
He had a good run, though, in the postseason.
So, yeah. Isn't it kind of ironic how, albeit, yes, later in his career, Manning did beat Brady, Manning still lost to Brady more often than he won against them. But Eli was out there taking Super Bowls from Brady, doing it for big brother Peyton.
Making him take those L's.
So taking them out.
But what's the overall record, Chris? I mean, you're making good points to the argument, but I think you're ignoring the other parts of this argument as well.
Peyton went 3-1 in the AFC Championship against Brady, says Chris. So good hit, Dwayne Scott, by the way, on the Hannah. He did. Peyton Manning did well later in his career. Again, that was a team game. But it's also kind of like a sort of a missed narrative. I mean, Joe Burrow's 3-1 against Patrick Mahomes head-to-head. Is Joe Burrow better than Mahomes? Absolutely not.
Yeah, Steven, probably, but...
No, Steven has Mahomes ahead of him.
Well, he should. That's
He likes Burrow better, but he's got Mahomes. You hear what I said about Jalen Hurts? I've got him ahead of Josh Allen now.
Take it.
Better decision maker, Jalen Hurts.
And he played his heart out in that Super Bowl.
He was amazing.
Left it all out there.
Jalen was amazing. I've got Josh Allen number 4 in my quarterback rankings. Jalen Hurts number 3, behind Mahomes and Burrow personally.
I think I've got him number 4 for now, but definitely knocking on the door of being right there with all those guys. I hope so. Knock on wood. I hope so.
Yeah, I've got, by the way, in my all-time rankings, I got Brady, Montana, Manning as my top 3. I think Mahomes will pass up all of them, but as far as resume right now, I put those are my top 3 personally.
Yeah, it died with Florida, though, Ambrosio, so we're done on that. We're all Champaign. We're all in Illinois now.
Yeah.
Give me 1 W.
Manning would still have all the passing records. It took Brady 4 more years to beat Manning. It did, but Manning also tailed off a little bit later on. That's why I look at prime Manning and prime Brady. I've got them about tied, man. I actually think prime Peyton Manning every bit just as good as Tom Brady. But Peyton Manning's arm did fall off at like 37-38. Tom Brady's arm did not fall off at 37-38. I feel awkward right now arguing for Brady.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're going devil's advocate on that.
I like Manning better. Yeah. I'm a Manning fan personally. Like I said, prime Manning just as good as prime Brady for me. I give Brady a slight edge because of the longevity, which has to matter. Longevity has to matter. I mean, you play in your 40s and do that in your 40s, has to matter.
It's impressive. Yeah, I mean, the guy went to, Tampa Bay, completely left the system. First year he's there, he wins the Super Bowl. And I know they kind of catered to him.
A
lot of players
got Antonio Brown
but you can't. He made a difference.
Obviously,
he made all the
difference.
That. And that's what I was going to mention with Zach, too. The next guy I was going to bring this conversation.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Drew Brees is a top 3 quarterback of all time.
Drew Brees, I've got him in the top 5. I'd probably have a number 4 on that list. Because Drew Brees actually had better passing numbers than Manning and Brady both.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Manning and Brady both for Drew Brees.
He was fantastic.
The neck injury did hurt Peyton. That's a good point, Chris. If Peyton didn't have the neck injury, who knows? Who knows?
That's a big game of who knows.
That's a big game of who knows.
I go off of the only things I can judge, which are the things that happened.
Yes.
You can play what ifs all you want, and man, like, who was saying earlier, Bo Jackson would have been in the GOAT if he didn't get hurt or something like that. Maybe, but you never know.
This, by the way, Colin, Ambrosio kind of sums up my feeling. He thinks, I think this is the key. It's just my opinion. But Manning is much more of a likable person than Brady. But Brady is better, and that pains me to say as a Jets fan.
Fair.
Yeah.
Completely fair.
Manning, more likable. No question.
Yeah, he is very charismatic.
Peyton Manning, definitely more likable.
But everybody hates a winner, man.
This, by the way, I know it's only one stat, but if you look at career passer rating, put this in mind. Obviously, modern guys have better numbers. Mahomes, number 1 all-time in passer rating. Rodgers, 2. Watson, 3. Burrow, 4. Wilson, 5. Jimmy G is 6. Breeze, 7. Brady's 10. Manning is 14. So that is, look at passing yards per game. Again, obviously different, adjusted for different offenses. Passing yards per game, Mahomes is 1. Manning is 7. Brady's 9. And look at Breeze, number 4. And only guys ahead of him are the modern passers. So these are some numbers to put there on the debate for sure.
And that's my other argument with Drew Brees, too, is like, who's the best wide receiver Drew Brees ever played with? Marcus Colston, probably. Michael Thomas at the end.
It's Michael Thomas, but he couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
But Breeze made his guys better too, man.
Absolutely. And I think that's such a huge key to being a quarterback. If you can make subpar, good wide receivers into great Pro Bowl wide receivers, you're one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Chris, by the way, brings up a great point, though. I'll say this. This is why Brady has this GOAT argument won across society. The man is smart. He knows where to go. He says Winston led the league in passing yards the year before Brady. It's not like you went there with the Bear Cup board. All the Bucs needed was somebody not to throw 30 picks. That's part of it. He picked a team, Colin, that he knew was right
smart.
there.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
He
but
picked a team that he knew was right there.
What I do disagree with is all the Bucs need was somebody not to throw 30 interceptions. I think that's false. I think they needed Tom Brady to get to where they needed to go. You can't just throw Carson Wentz on that team and win a Super Bowl.
I think they could have won the Super Bowl with the prime Breeze, prime Manning, but it wouldn't have been an average quarterback winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, I think it was the perfect landing spot. They were ready for Tom Brady, but they needed Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, like a high caliber quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
And great point, Bobby. Jimmy Graham, great for the Saints, not so great anywhere else.
Not for the Bears, that's for sure. Not great for the Bears.
You're right, Vinny, and he took pay cuts to get those guys too, and that's a huge part of why he's so successful.
Tom Brady, better team manager than Peyton Manning. Maybe not a better player, talent-wise, better team manager.
That's a huge part of it.
That's part of it, right?
Huge part of it.
That's part of it.
He's got the rings, he's got the stats, he's got the touchdowns, he's got the yards. I don't know the argument to say he's not number 1, in my humblest opinion.
Yeah. Well, in the argument would be that he had, again, playing devil's advocate, I played both sides today.
Yep, I get it.
The argument would be that he had an incredible coach, an incredible defense around him, which matters. I agree with you. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, maybe better offensive players, maybe, but defense-wise, Patriots had a better overall team in Brady's era. First Super Bowl he won, barely had over 100 yards passing in a Super Bowl game. He has a winning record when throwing 3 picks in the playoffs. Tom Brady. That's remarkable. That's the difference, though. I feel like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees had to deliver, the teams would lose. Brady could have a bad game, they would still win.
That's true.
That's the devil's advocate argument.
Mm-hmm. And it would be interesting to see if somehow we could run a simulation with Drew Brees.
We can't.
Well, you don't know, and that's my point. We only have with what we have.
That's true.
That's what I know is Tom Brady has 7 rings. He's number 1 in passing yards, number 1 in passing touchdowns. He's incredible.
Cumulative numbers for the longevity. Yes. But again, pass yards per game, passing touchdowns per game behind Brees and Manning.
Behind Brees and Manning.
That's where it gets complicated. Fontez says Peyton was a crybaby. He got whatever he wanted with refs, especially at home. But there you go. That's what Fontez says. Winston lost in 3 games directly. He did. Again, I'm kind of in the middle here, which is interesting. I'm the middleman. Ultimately, as much as it pains me to say it, I go Brady, but I think it's close. Like, that's the thing about Brady. Everyone's got Brady here, everyone else there. I've got Brady here. I've got Manning, Breeze right below, and I got Mahomes knocking on that door. I mean, Mahomes is no question better than Brady. Mahomes in his prime, no question better than Brady, but he's got to do it for 15 years.
That's it.
We'll see if he can do it for the next 15.
And I just look. The keys in what he just said too. They would have made the playoffs. What happens in the playoffs? You don't know. You don't know. You don't have it in front of you.
No, you don't.
You can't just say anybody else other than Jameis Winston would have won a Super Bowl with that team.
They wouldn't
disagree.
They wouldn't have. Only a handful of guys would have won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Jameis Winston didn't have Brown, Leonard Fournette, and Gronk.
That's true.
Those guys are winners. You look at what the Bucs did in the Super Bowl. It was Gronk, Brown, and Fournette getting touchdowns.
I didn't even look if what's been going on. Yeah, 91-87. Illinois did it.
All right. Good
Thank
job,
you. Thank
Colin.
you, Mr. Cantwell. I got so caught up in this debate, I wasn't even looking at the game.
Yeah, Spencer, that's it for me, man. Nobody's as crazy as Brady to go that long as quarterback. That's where he won it for me. I'm a Peyton Manning fan, not a Brady fan personally, but the longevity is what got it for me because you take his career from 37 to 45, that's a Hall of Fame career right there.
Yeah, true.
That's a Hall of Fame career, just his last 8 years.
And just add on to Chris, too, he's saying, last season he looked more like New England did later on this year. He's 42, right? I mean,
I think he's more.
Yeah,
Brady's 44, I think.
He's 44 years old.
Yeah.
What? Who's playing, Spencer said, who's playing quarterback at 44 years old? He's at the end of his career. He retired for a reason.
Yeah. One thing I do agree with is Corwin. Boo, Illini!
Boo, Corwin.
Let's
Boo.
go, Corwin! M-I-Z, baby, Tiger Nation.
For Vinny and all the other Michigan fans, ILL.
Oh.
Somebody will say I. I believe in it.
No
Adam,
one-
come on, we're teammates, right?
No one's saying
I and I, Adam.
You are banned from saying I and I on this show.
Come on, Adam.
Let's do some breaks, guys. A lot of chatter. Unfortunately, orders have been a little bit slower. They're trickling in here, but I want to get moving on these breaks. We'll be here till at least 9 o'clock no matter what. The ageless GOAT debate could go. Yeah, I hate to say that, Chris, as far as the refs. I think there is a little bit... I don't like that argument. I think, sure, there's a human nature sometimes to make that call, but I'd argue the opposite. That's what I say about the Mahomes calls. For me, it was a pass interference play. The Bengals hit was out of bounds. I think when you get to be that good, people want to blame somebody. And that's what it always is.
It's too easy to blame the refs.
Too easy to blame the refs.
It'd be very easy for me to be like, oh, they can't make that call in the Super Bowl, but it's a penalty. You know, they got to make the call if they see it.
Yeah.
The only one, and we talked about this before, is the Saints with the pass interference that year, because that
was the most blatant call.
That would have been first and goal. If they score a touchdown, more than likely they win the game.
Yeah.
And instead, I think they had to go for it on fourth and whatever, and they didn't make it.
That was tough.
Yeah.
That was tough.
That one you can blame the refs.
I hate blaming the refs personally. I don't like to do it.
I don't either.
Some guys have gotten more breaks than others. Like I said, to win 7 Super Bowls, you got to get some breaks to go your way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Adam. All right, fair enough, man. You're a good sport then overall if you were rooting for Michigan in that game. But to Dave Hampton.
Fontes, you 100% got hit out of bounds. That was clear as day a good call, Fonz. I got to disagree with you on that one. If you're out of bounds, it's a penalty. Does not matter how much you sell it or how much you don't. I honestly don't even know if he sold it. You might have just tripped. You get hit, you trip, and that's what happens.
You never know.
Why
wouldn't you sell it, though?
Yeah,
you know
you
what I mean?
should sell it.
Yeah.
You should sell it.
I would
Super
sell
Bowl's
it.
on the line, man.
We are 1 to go in the double box break for the Diamonds.
All right, Diamonds coming up. We're talking a lot about quarterbacks. Let me pick your guys' brain on this one. What do you guys think about Terry Bradshaw? Terry Bradshaw, 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback, Colin. Barely more touchdown passes than interceptions. Terry Bradshaw, is he top 10 all time? Or is he a product of that Pittsburgh Steelers defense? I mean, great autograph. Let me know what you guys think about Bradshaw. What do you guys think about Josh Allen out there in this series?
True.
Josh Allen, is he going to be the next Brett Favre? I mean, what do you think about Justin Fields? Is he even going to be the starting quarterback in Chicago? A lot of good current quarterbacks to talk about as well.
Double box break in the Diamonds coming up.
So,
Terry
Yeah.
Bradshaw is like the poster child of why, if you just look at rings,
Yeah.
it's like, really? He was good, but was he that good?
Partly era, but I, for the most part, agree with you, Colin.
Yeah.
It was different in that era.
Hey, I love Terry Bradshaw, personally. Would love to have some memorabilia. Somebody might get it right here.
Yeah, Tony says top 10 all time. Probably not. I have him outside my top 10 as well, Tony, but does not mean it's not a great memorabilia item. It's a beautiful flash authentic, beautiful autograph on Terry Bradshaw.
Terry.
17 and 19 coming up in the diamond helmets. We got Keith, Ronnie, Gabriel, Dave, Devin, Chris, Paul, and Chris again. Actually, Chris Dominguez. 19. So Raider Paul looking for sideline cameras, looking at the bench. I'm sure it would be great for the game. All righty. He's still rocking Terry, says Dave. Terry Bradshaw, now a movie star and a TV star, Colin. Both.
And he's giving away his money every single week.
I never win. I enter every week, Colin.
Never won Terry's money.
Box Bet Super 6, I've never once won. Every week I think to myself, it's just 6 picks away. I can do this. Never hit.
Never hit.
Never. Defense wins games. That used to be the case now. I think now, Colin, offense wins games.
Well, if this Super Bowl tells you anything, that was a shootout.
The Chiefs' offense beat probably the best offense against, I think, the second best defense in the league. I think the Niners, for me, when healthy, are number 1. But Philly, probably the second best defense in the league. And, the best offense beat the second best defense. So it's a different game. You used to be able to win with defense. Nowadays, you need a great offense to win. You need both. You've always needed both.
Yes.
But offense, to me, does matter more right now, too. Tony likes Bradshaw. Lived in Pittsburgh for a few years. Just living there made me like their teams a little bit. Still likes the Pirates. There you go, Tony. Well, I lived in Missouri for 6 years. That's why I like the Chiefs. I didn't just blindly pick the Chiefs out of nowhere, 10 times here in our diamond double box break.
I like the Chiefs, too. I say this a lot. Like, when the Eagles are out, I root for the Chiefs because I love Andy Reid so much, and I want him to win because he's such a great coach. I just don't want him to beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I've fallen in love with Jalen Hurts, man. The man's won me over.
I mean, he does things the right way, man. He plays hard, great leader, leads by example. Huge fan of Jalen Hurts. I just hope it's not a Carson Wentz situation. I don't think it will be, but...
No, it's not going to be. I think he's got more character. Part of the quarterback spot, that's the sort of immeasurable, and that's why I like Bryce Young so much. I think Jalen Hurts and Bryce Young have it. They have it. You can't measure that in the stats. You can't measure that, by arm strength. Some guys just have it. I look at the guys in the NFL who have it. Mahomes, Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen, for me, just as good, if not better than all of them talent-wise, except for Mahomes, does not have it for me. Those guys have it.
They have it.
The it factor.
They want to win, man.
We got 17 coming up, 17 of 35. Speaking of Josh Allen, it's the Josh Allen box. Josh Allen is in this series.
All right. 17 for 17.
We'll see. We shall see. It's an authentic. The diamond authentic, which means it's pretty good. Oh, Colin, let's go. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is for you. This is
for
for
me?
you, Colin. Cleveland, this one's for you. Colin, it's your favorite player ever. Donovan
yeah.
McNabb. It's
Wow.
authentic.
Beauty.
Colin's buddy. That's
Love
his
it.
favorite player ever.
It really is. God, I love him.
Talk about coaches making players better, man. Andy Reid made McNabb great.
True.
McNabb was a very talented player, though. Speaking of guys who took care of the ball, did not turn the ball over, Jalen Hurts is actually probably a little bit better version of Donovan McNabb. Pretty similar. NFC East, Chris Reese, congrats on your McNabb authentic.
There are not a lot of players, a lot of quarterbacks that can say they went to 4 straight NFC championships. Donovan McNabb can.
He can, and he doesn't get enough respect for it.
No.
That's how it works, Colin. It's all about the rings.
Imagine.
Don't matter how many times you go. Look at LeBron James. He goes to the finals every year. They're like, oh, he lost. Oh, he lost. Who cares, right? Crazy.
Crazy, man. Yeah. And then, of course, the one Super Bowl he goes to, he chokes it away. But,
yeah.
God, I love Don McNabb. I think, and this is just my opinion, I could be biased, he is almost like the definition of a fringe Hall of Fame player. Like, he's right there, but I don't think he's got enough to get into the Hall.
No, I 100% agree. I think had he won that game against the Patriots,
probably would have put him over.
Probably puts him in the Hall of Fame. That's what happened with Stafford. Stafford's got to get in the Hall of Fame after that ring.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
If you don't put Matthew Stafford in, you're just lying to yourself. Beckett certified. Nice, says Chris.
Very nice, man.
Very cool right there on the Donovan McNabb.
Cool little eclipse.
He's actually an Illinois guy. Played high school ball in Illinois, Mount Carmel High School.
Syracuse for college.
For Bob Boulay.
That's right.
And then Eagles in the pros, Mr. McNabb.
The man that made me fall in love with football and the Eagles.
Chris saying too many good quarterbacks could be logjam forever.
I think you're right.
Are you talking about McNabb or Stafford? That's the question.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, McNabb or Stafford. Because I think Stafford's in.
Stafford is like, I think something like top 5 all time in passing yards per game, top 6 or 7. Got to put man in there.
Yeah.
Got beat by OU, says Chris. Of course.
McNabb, yeah.
McNabb, yeah.
I agree. I think I'm with you 100%. It's just like Stafford. Had he had won that Super Bowl,
yeah,
I think you got to put him in. But, yeah, I think he's just out, in my opinion.
It's tough to not, like, you know, Joe Namath. Joe Namath doesn't win the Super Bowl. He doesn't get in the Hall of Fame.
100%. We might forget about him. Might not even be talking about him.
19 coming up. 19 of 35 in the Diamonds. Really?
I don't know.
I don't think so, Vinny. Not first ballot. He'll get in, but first ballot?
Well, let's see what else he does. I mean, if he goes back to a Super Bowl.
He's kind of banged up right now.
He is pretty banged up.
Pretty banged up, Matthew Stafford.
That'd be even more reason, though, if he does come back.
Okay.
You never know.
One quarterback coming out in the first double box break here. Could we have another? We got 5 quarterback headliners still out there, Colin.
True.
In this series. Ooh, this is nice. I believe 11th all-time in receiving yards, despite never playing with the great quarterback. Plays on one of the all-time worst football franchises. This man was so great, if he played on a big team, we won't be talking about top 5 receiver ever.
Wow.
We got ourselves Andre Johnson,
oh, yeah.
Eclipse Authentic. Who says the AFC South isn't sexy? It's on fire. AFC South, Paul Lewis.
Oh, Paul.
Andre Johnson, JSA certified. If you want to fight this man on the field, he'd beat you up.
Yep. Good luck.
Was it Cortland Finnegan?
Cortland Finnegan.
Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad by the one, the only Andre Johnson.
I haven't seen Andre in here in a while. Good to have him back.
Either. This is one that does not get enough respect in the break room. Dig that Eclipse, says Paul. I think it's because we don't have any Texan fans.
Yeah, true.
But I'm just an Andre Johnson fan personally.
Andre Johnson was excellent, dude. Excellent.
Red ink is cool, says Vinny.
Yeah, I love how it plays with the light and it almost makes it look orange in some spots.
Yeah, super clean helmet. I mean, this is the second best Texan player of all time. I think J.J. Watt, clear number 1. Andre Johnson, clear number 2. Is there any other great Texan all-time players? Like, who else makes the Hall of Fame for the Texans but those two?
Nobody.
Williams was good, but not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, not a Hall of Famer. I mean, Watson maybe one day, but...
Talk about, like, off-field stuff to be from the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Nice hit, Paul, says Chris. How much are these boxes? Mikey, I'll drop in the live break page link. You can go through and see what each one is worth. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a top-to-bottom rundown as well. Nice hit, Paul, on the Andre Johnson.
Answering Devin Donahue earlier, yes, this is the Kane County Cougars. That is, I'm employed there as well.
There you go.
Summertime comes around.
Dual employment for
That's
college.
Right. Yeah, a little bit of everything up here in Chicagoland area.
Paul Lewis telling Chris, Oklahomans in the house. Let's go.
Oklahomans.
Great hit on Andre Johnson. Chris Reese, by the way, super awesome guy. Really like Chris Reese. Always brings good energy in the room. I did disagree about Chris Reese with one thing. It involves your boy Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
He wouldn't claim Jalen Hurts. He said he's not a true Oklahoman because because he played one season. I was like, come on now.
Come on.
He played in the Super Bowl. Claim Jalen Hurts as your own.
Yeah. Let him play. I bet if you ask him, where'd you go to college? I bet he says Oklahoma first instead of Alabama.
I don't know what he'll say. He might answer both, honestly.
But which one's he going to put first?
I don't know. Great question. An Okie sweep, says Chris. There you go. 2 Oklahomans winning that break. 19 and 22 on the minis, says Tony Rosati.
Can do.
Thank you, Tony. Once Bama, always Bama, says Chris. I told you. He does not want to take Jalen Hurts, man.
Wow. Guessing he's not a big Devontae Smith fan either, then, huh?
I don't know. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like he's a huge fan of Alabama.
No. Alabama has a lot of haters for sure. I do like him, though. He reps OUL. There you go. I like it.
Nice.
Minis coming up. 19 and 22. Thank you, Tony Rosati. Is he in this break?
I think so.
Oh, yes, Anthony Rosati. I see him. I was looking for Tony, but it's Anthony's an actual name. Let me put this Andre Johnson next to, man. I kind of like this as our second best hit here. Shane says roll Tide. I'll say this about Alabama. They've been the best program in college football for the last 10 years. They're now number 2. Georgia's won back-to-back. The Tide is chasing the Bulldogs right now.
Last year.
Yeah. Crazy.
They just pounded DCU.
Should I break the news to Tony or should I not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably needs to know.
You need to know, Tony. I hate to do this, man. We pulled Justin Jefferson in the minis. I think that was in the early show. Jay Jettas did go. Obviously, Tony loves the minis. He'll keep playing. But do want to let you know, Tony, we don't try to hide anything. Just want to know that your boy got pulled, unfortunately. Or actually, I pulled JJ, says Bobby. Well, actually, I pulled him, Bobby. I pulled him for you. But I'm the one that pulled him, Bobby. That was me, baby, Bobby. That was me.
Settle down.
That was Andre Johnson, Terry.
Well, yeah, I guess which one? Because Donovan McNabb was also all black.
No worries, says Tony got plenty to collect. And Chris says, actually, I chose those boxes.
Good point.
Everyone's claiming Justin Jefferson. I'm the one that pulled him, though. That is factually accurate.
Actually, I put him in the break. So
yes, you did. You brought the box here. You brought the box, Colin. You can claim him.
Oh, my goodness.
I picked the wrong box, says Bobby.
Yeah, that's right.
But he won the helmet. He won the helmet. I think that he picked box 22, maybe.
Oh, my gosh.
That may be the case. We'll do 19 first, and then we'll keep it rolling here. That's Andre Johnson, Terry Wilson.
Yeah.
The other black helmet was actually Donovan McNabb, so they're both all black helmets coming out of the room tonight.
This helmet's sick, though, I gotta say. Like, I mean, obviously I choose McNabb, but if I'm just going pure aesthetics, I like that one better.
That helmet is better looking. So 10 times coming up here for our divisions in the minis, guys. Good luck, folks. Let's see some fire. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How's that baseball quad looking, Colin?
It's still stuck at 3, I think.
I thought it was 2 at one point. I thought I checked. I could be going blind.
Oh, it is 2. You're right. 2 to go.
I'm not going crazy. We got William Stefanelli up top of the NFC North. We got Chris, NFC South. Dominguez, Melissa, NFC East. Tony Rosati, NFC West. Bobby G, AFC North. Paul Lorenzo, AFC South. We got Ryan, AFC East. And Bobby, AFC West. Raider Paul saying I was watching, still don't know who pulled what. Go Casper. Casper the Ghost. Terry Wilson, I'll show off that helmet after this break. We'll do a close-up on that Andre Johnson helmet right after this break here.
Some good eye candy.
19 coming up, 19 of 35 in the minis. Mikey, we're on 7 days a week, 2 shows a day. It's 4 and 7 Central Time, Monday through Friday, 2 and 7 Saturday and Sunday. And we run diamond helmets all the time. We run minis all the time. We run full-size authentic reps all the time. And how often do the breaks happen? As often as you guys fill them up.
14 times a week we're here.
Yeah.
Or, 14 times a week.
It is 14 times a week. I'm here 10 times a week, only not on Wednesday and Saturday.
You guys are going to get a lot of calling here in the next few days, though.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I guess you won't be here Friday, though.
Yeah, that's right. I won't be here
Sunday.
tomorrow, which is funny.
Yeah. We got ourselves one of the best what-if players of all time. Won a Heisman Trophy in college, almost won a second one. Oklahoman's in the house. What's up, Paul and Chris? Heisman Trophy winner for the Sooners, Billy Sims.
Nice.
The 1980 Offensive Rookie of the Year. In fact, this guy made the Pro Bowl right off the bat early on in his career, pretty much every season, Colin. Then injuries happened, short-lived career, the original BS-20, Billy Sims on the Lions mini. Very cool. Great hit, William Stefanelli on the Billy Sims. Does McGiggles have a spot in the jerseys, Colin?
Is that Melissa?
No, that's actually Bobby. Or McGee.
Bobby,
somebody.
yeah.
Daniel McGee, maybe. Daniel McGee, do you have him in the jerseys?
I don't think so.
So, Daniel, we don't have you, brother.
I'll do a search real quick, but...
Did not get a confirmation email. So what might have happened is you might have hopped in when someone else was in at the same time. You guys are in at the same time?
That is exactly what happened.
Someone gets kicked off, and you got kicked off. So
Actually, I lied. He was in Next Man Up number 5. I see him in here now.
in the last one?
Yep, he was in that last jersey break.
So you were in the last one, but maybe try to get in again.
Yeah, you're not in the current one.
Next man, number 5, Danny McGee. You were in here. 122053, sir. Nice, says Tony.
Yeah, by the way, I like the old school lion on there,
Yeah,
too.
it's very nice.
And then the face mask is kind of like a different kind of blue. It's kind of cool.
It's a lion blue.
Very cool.
This is actually, Lions have some of the best memorabilia around.
I agree.
We talk about the Jaguars and the Dolphins and the Chargers, but the Lions, man, everything is clean for them.
It really is. They performed well in the lunar rankings.
Lunar rankings. I like it. The Eclipse is nice as well. That Calvin Johnson we pulled the other night, that was super clean.
Oh, yeah, I
Super
wish I saw
clean.
that. Gotta do Eclipse rankings. I might do a video. Maybe I can convince Matt to let me have, like, the 32 Eclipses, and I can literally hold them up and just, like, show them off on there.
Okay. It's not a bad idea. 22 coming up, 22 of 35 in the mini helmets. The Emmitt Smith box here. We have ourselves, okay. So this is a guy who's very, very interesting. A guy who has, a lot of differing opinions about him. I would say before this season, it was more negative than positive. Right now, it's probably more positive than negative, at least for me personally. I like this guy. Still needs receivers, but took his team to the playoffs. They got a playoff win. Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Fantastic autograph as well. That's the NFC East. Melissa Kindred. Let's go, Melissa. Score one for the ladies. Nice hit on Danny Dimes.
That'll do.
I'm guessing a jersey just filled up.
I believe Dave Hampton just closed it.
All right, Bobby, 19 will do. Thank you, sir. 19 coming up in the jerseys.
Bobby doing Thirsty Thursday right, too, by the way.
Let's go, Bobby G. So, Colin, let's get moving on these orders. A little bit slower night tonight. This could change. Only 9:06. You guys know this. We're on as long as orders are coming in. We can be here till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Entirely up to you guys. Let's get the orders rolling, though. $19 coming up. Next man, number 6. We got Bobby, we got Josh, Wayne, and Dave. 19 going off the ticker in the jerseys. Thank you, Bobby. Refreshing the break page here. We are 4 away on the diamond single. I think we got some baseball bats coming up. 2 to go in the quad, 3 to go in the single. You guys don't like Johnny Bench? I like Johnny Bench.
I do too.
Johnny Bench is a legend, man. They were chasing that Yogi Berra so hard. Johnny Bench was maybe just as good. Did not play on quite the great teams, although he played on great teams as well. But Johnny Bench, man, That dude had 14 All-Star appearances, 2 MVPs, 10 Gold Gloves, twice led the league in home runs, first ballot Hall of Famer, Johnny Bench, a man who actually was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Come and get that Johnny Bench. Adam says Johnny Bench, no runs, no drips, no errors. He was phenomenal, man. I don't know why we're not chasing him in that bat break. He is out there with just, 9 boxes left? All in the room, all in the ticker. Do not miss out on a chance on Johnny Bench. Do not see him in the break room. I don't know if I've ever seen Johnny Bench. Maybe once only here in the break room. Definitely a great name in those baseball bats. 10 times coming up in our jersey break. It's an old Krylon paint commercial. Google it, says Adam. Okay. I will, Adam. Will do, man. I will make note of that and Google the good old Johnny Bench. Alrighty, 10 times. We got Bobby up top. You've got the NFC North. Right below is Josh in the NFC South. It's Dwayne NFC East. Bobby NFC West. Bobby AFC North. Josh AFC South. Dave in the AFC East. And Bobby AFC West. We're doing a top-to-bottom rundown after this break of everything we got going on in the break room. 19 of 40 coming up in the jerseys. I was going to say, Colin, good hits coming out, but we've been skipping headliners the entire night. I think Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, Andy, Vlad Jr., Bat, the only headliners off the board tonight. So let's get some more. Let's knock out more awesome boxes.
Agreed.
Here's a guy who led the league in receiving touchdowns one season. Fantastic tight end. It is box number mojo. Bobby G taking home Vernon Davis.
Nice.
Beautiful red custom jersey on the Niners. JSA certified on Vernon Davis. Tony says, I missed the old ESPN commercials. Do they still run those? They were funny. I think they do, right?
I think they do.
They come up with new ones. They're not quite as good usually. But they do have some ESPN commercials still out there. Good hit, Bobby.
I think we're 1 away on bats.
Let's go. Maybe I just mention Johnny Bench. The single or the quad?
The quad.
Ooh.
And I believe Chris Dominguez has a couple personals in the minis coming up as well.
That's the puncher. Yes, if you bought personals, you can choose any box, man.
Yes, sir.
Does not have to be on the ticker. It's out of 35, by the way. So it's 6, 21, 23, 24, 25. And you can have 26 through 35 as well, which are in the back, Chris. I like Chris because he's a big Manning fan like myself.
Yeah.
That's my Manning buddy, Chris.
He loves him. I can tell. Good for him. I mean, he's a great quarterback. One of the greatest of all time, man. No doubt.
He's very entertaining as well.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't have him in, the top 3.
Yeah.
Let alone the top 2.
Yeah, he's definitely for sure in that list for me. Congrats, Bobby, on Vernon Davis. Let's knock out this bat quad box break next, guys. Let's see Johnny Bench. Let's see more fire. The bats were off the rails in the early show.
Yeah, that's true.
And I get it, Yogi Berra's Yogi Berra, but Johnny Bench was like right on par with Yogi. So we got so excited for Yogi Berra. Johnny Bench feels sad right now. He's like, why is this ultimate autograph break room not like me as much as Yogi Berra?
Well,
I mean, I get it, it's great. But, I mean, it's like, I'm great too, brother.
When I saw this series, that was one of the ones I was like, ooh, Johnny Bench?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to do 4 bats.
So we have 6, 30, and 32 coming in. 6, and 30 is probably the minis from Chris, right? And Bobby wants 32. Is that the bats, Bobby?
He is in the bats, so that'd be my guess.
I'm with y'all. I love my Manning since I'm a huge Vol fan. There you go, Melissa.
Okay. Balls, nice.
I love Manning with the Colts, but I love them with my Broncos, says Chris. His best season ever, actually maybe the best season of all time by any quarterback. So is the single season passing touchdown mark. Peyton Manning with the Broncos, 55 touchdowns, and I had him on my fantasy team.
That team was fun to watch, man.
That was wild.
They were fun to watch. Demaryius Thomas, great year. RIP.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal team. And those guys, again, Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas, both finished top 5 in the league in receiving yards. They would not have been there without Peyton, that's for sure.
No.
Tony's a Vols fan, too. All right, Corey, Ryan, Sean, Dave, Kyle, and Bobby. Bobby wants 32. That'll do, Bobby. I need 3 more, guys. Quad box break. If no one else is calling out any of them, let's do 22, 33, 28 as well. Let's do those, Bobby. Marino's 84 season was better just because the rules didn't tend themselves to that. Yeah, Chris, you're right. Adjusted for rules, Marino's 84 season, 48 touchdowns, probably better. From a stats perspective, Manning season, the best ever. But both fantastic players, both fantastic passing quarterbacks. So 28 going off as well. 22, 28, 32, and 33. Thank you, guys. That gets us down to 5 boxes left in this baseball bat series. 22, 28, 32, and 33. And we'll have 5 left, Colin, the whole series. The single's not far away either. So that'll be great as well. So Corey, Ryan, we got Sean, Dave, Kyle, and Bobby here.
8 and then 32 and 33.
32 and 33. You're good, Bobby. Good man. Bobby's always looking out for us and you, Colin.
Yeah, you're good, Bobby.
Put them out of order. I read them. I figured them out.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't listen very well, is really the problem.
That's okay. It happens. We got Ryan Hicks up top after 10 clicks in the AO East. We got the AO Central with Corey. Kyle's got the AO West. Dave, NO East. Bobby's got the NO Central, which could be the bench we're talking about. And Sean, NO West. Craig, we can take a look at the basketball series when we get down to 2 boxes or less. I don't like putting up new series when we are super close because I know, Craig, this is a business, my man. Unfortunately, we're here to sell, Colin.
We're here to sell.
If I put up a series too early, no one wants to buy because they want to wait until that series happens.
True.
So you guys help me, I'll help you. We are currently, 5 boxes away from the bats. We get down to 2 left. We'll put up those headliners.
All right.
I'll release one name, though.
Oh.
Giannis is in there, right?
Ooh, yep,
Giannis Antetokounmpo is one of the headliners in the basketballs. Don't know the cost. We'll look at that as well. I honestly do not know the cost. Got to go in our Shopify and figure it out. I do know it's a 25-box series, though, so I know it's not going to last for long. Here we go. Box 22 coming up. Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Right off the bat, we got ourselves one of the all-time great baseball catchers, 2-time MVP, 14-time All-Star,
Uh-oh.
Johnny Bench.
Nice.
Let's go, Johnny.
Wow.
That's the NL Central. Bobby Galvin just got exhausted from playing soccer. The beautiful game. I'm sure Bobby is a huge Messi fan like myself. Congrats, Bobby, on the Johnny Bench, man.
Fantastic.
That is so clean. Great player, great baseball bat, Johnny Bench. I have the resume pulled up here. Like I said, 14-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, 2-time MVP, 1-time World Series MVP, 10-time Gold Glove Award winner, 3 times led the league in RBI, the NL, twice in home runs. Johnny Bench.
Fantastic.
Let's go. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby with the bench. Man, love that, Colin.
Man, great hit. Excellent hit. Obviously never had the pleasure of watching, but the stats you just read off, man, is legendary.
Pretty good.
No doubt one of the best of all time at
Pretty
that position.
good.
On a Louisville Slugger, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a clean bat. Very clean bat. So we got 3 more to go. Maybe this will convince these guys to hop in to the next break, seeing that hits are fire beyond just the headliner name. Stay back.
That's what I was thinking.
Stay.
Problem I'm having. I'm trying to.
It's like telling my dog Messi to stay.
I'm guessing Johnny's coming over here, so I'm trying to move Vlad.
Glad you all said one left. Thank you, gentlemen. Jumped in to fill it up. There you go, Bobby. I hope the Rex soccer went good, Bobby.
Yeah, what position you play?
I played forward.
Really?
Yeah. Freshman B team leading goal scorer here at Colin.
All right. There you go.
No, I know you're asking Bobby. I'm just messing.
No, please. I'm open.
I love soccer. Believe it or not, I was a lot thinner back in the day, Colin. I did play some football. My first love, soccer is.
I played goalie for my elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
When I had to play goalie one time in like 3rd grade, they made us switch positions, and I cried.
Oh.
I like scoring so much that I was like, don't put me in goal, please.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Played for it. There you go.
There you go, Bobby.
Did you have a hat trick today?
He had the original Ronaldo. That's who he plays like. The OG Ronaldo. Ronaldo Fenomeno. Maybe he's a Luis Suarez-like player.
Ooh.
Luisito. Got to put the ball in the net, man. That's what you got to do.
Put the ball in the net.
Real Madrid couldn't do it today. Barcelona, baby, 1-0. A big win today. I'm going to hand this back to you here, Colin, because I think that's got to go there.
Johnny.
28 is next. Devin played indoor soccer and got jumped. So no more soccer for me, LOL. Oh, my gosh.
Got jumped.
Devin, it wasn't soccer. That wasn't why you got jumped. Oh, that seems terrible, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That sucks.
That's terrible, Devin. Poor man got jumped. Indoor soccer lost 8-6, but yes, had the good old fat man hat trick. Let's go, Bobby.
Fat man hat trick.
That's what I would do. I actually went to my girlfriend's cousin's kid's birthday party a few months ago.
Oh, no.
And it was at an indoor soccer place, and I played soccer with a bunch of, like, 8-year-olds, and it was amazing.
Mess them up?
Actually, I was crossing. They wanted headers, so they loved me because they're like, cross it again, corner. And they all wanted to get header goals.
That's fantastic. So you're assisting more.
I was assisting.
That's good. That's good.
That's what I would do. I was a pretty skilled player on the ball myself. Indoor soccer is what I would join because outdoor soccer could not run that long for that. Indoor is the way to be.
Trying to brush up on my baseball. Daughter's boyfriend plays ball. We don't know much about it. That's
there you go, Melissa. That's cute, Melissa.
Now, if you win a bat, nothing would impress him more, I feel like. Check out this. Whoever.
Do it for the family.
Yeah.
Here's a guy who had a charismatic personality, to say the least. As a White Sox fan like me, yes, I like the Cubs and Sox. This man helped lead the Sox to the promised land. The manager, Ozzie Guillen. Let's play some Ozzie ball right there.
Yeah.
Great hits. He was actually a pretty good player as well, Colin. Former All-Star with the White Sox as a player. AL Central hits. Corey Beckler with the Ozzie Guillen bat.
Love Ozzie.
All right, Corey, we see you. Ozzie Guillen. Wasn't he rumored to maybe go back to managing the Sox? I know he's like a studio guy. He works for Comcast.
Oh my God, he's so funny after the game.
He's so funny. Yeah.
Because he's so passionate about it still, and that's why people thought he might come back. But yeah, if they lose a tough game or something, he cannot hold back.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, that's what Hawk Harrelson did before that. Hawk would get passionate as well. These guys live and die.
To a fault.
Bobby's saying we're living the same life in different states. I coach U9 soccer. Don't go easy on them at all. Kids got to learn somehow. 100%. I was having this discussion with Steven the other day off air, Colin. Steven and I were talking about when we have kids, we play basketball with them, we're blocking them. I'm blocking my kid. You will not, like when they're like 2 or 3, I'll let them get a basket. We're not playing one-on-one. But let's just say they get to be 7 or 8. We play one-on-one, blocking them.
No mercy.
No mercy. When you beat me, you have to actually beat me. And that day will come. But you got to earn it.
That day will come.
Devin says, clash legs due to a great offense to argument happened. Told him he paid to get in. You're not Messi. And then they waited for me outside. But my friends saw and we won it, but it was fun.
Wow.
Sounds like an all-out brawl. I'm glad you're still with us, Devin.
Yeah, that sounds awful. Sorry, man.
Melissa says that's what I'm thinking. He plays for the Salt Lake City Bees, so definitely need a baseball bat for him, LOL.
So I'm sitting here thinking it's high school baseball. This dude's he's on a AAA baseball team.
Okay. He's legit.
He's legit.
He's legit.
What's his name? Shoot. I'm going to look out for him in the MLB.
Maybe we'll get a bat of him hitting the break room at some point.
One of my high school teammates, we won state in 2013. He pitched for the Yankees in spring training a couple days ago.
That's awesome.
Tanner Tully.
Tanner Tully. I like that name.
Shout out Tanner Tully. That's my guy.
Fontes says I do the same with mine. Doesn't matter what it is. That's right. Oh, yeah. He's no high schooler.
I would say. Sheesh.
Man.
That's awesome.
Might be some famous company here in the break room.
Yeah, no kidding. Tell your daughter to hold on to him. That might be the money ticket, you know?
Bobby agrees, by the way. He says, my son won't play basketball one-on-one because the first time he played, I stuffed him. Only wants to play horse now. LOL.
That is so funny.
Bobby's son's a sore loser. I'm telling you, man, you got to make the kids, they got to learn somehow, right?
That's how I feel like if I play my son in Madden. I'm going to just win 120-0.
No easy dubs, baby. No easy dubs.
This is my house.
That's how it was playing chess against my mom growing up. She didn't let me win. We got a couple more bat breaks coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not done.
If you don't block your kid, you're not coaching right. I got to show this to my girlfriend because she disagreed with me. She's like, if we end up having kids together and you stuff my kid, I'm going to be upset at you. I'm like, get over it. Get over it. I got to show her this conversation here, Colin, because we're all on the same page here. I love it. We got ourselves another bat coming up here. We got ourselves, let's see. Oh! This is fire right here.
Of course.
Next to Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, definitely the best, but I'd argue for a span of the 2000s, this might have been the second most feared hitter in the game.
Okay.
Over 500 home runs. Great batting average guy, about 300 many times. Gary Sheffield.
Oh, my.
Fantastic bat as a non-headliner. Gary Sheffield bat. I believe that's an NL East hit. But let me look it up.
Take a peek.
He played with the Marlins, the Braves.
I actually think Florida is his most tenured.
Well, that's the NL East,
Yep.
isn't it? That's what I have.
6 years in Florida.
6 years in Florida. Gary Sheffield, 9-time All-Star, World Series champ in 97, 5-time Silver Slugger Award winner, batting champ in 92. NL East, Dave Hampton with the Gary Sheffield bat.
Fantastic, man. Gary Sheffield just hanging out.
Something very cool as a non-headliner hit. I mean, that's a headliner-worthy name, Gary Sheffield.
I agree, man.
Very cool.
Nice.
Fontes says, Field's character says Devin. Fon says, oh, chess is the one thing I won't take it easy on you with. I love challenging their young minds. That's right, Fonz. Colin, you're in the presence of the third place chess man in the 7th grade chess tournament.
Whoa. I didn't know I was among royalty.
Look out, Colin.
Wow, I don't.
I caused the whole stir in the local Elmhurst chess community. So I was the only guy at the chess tournament who's not on the chess team. I just didn't want to join the chess team. I played for fun with my mom, my brother. So everyone else at the tournament was on the chess team. So they all knew who these guys were.
Right.
They knew the opposing school because I didn't even do the tournament in 6th grade. And I was like the upstart guy coming out of nowhere. They're like, who is this guy?
This kid?
So I caused the stir by getting 3rd place in 7th grade.
I feel awkward talking to you now. It's like, I didn't know you were this big of a deal. My fault.
7th grade chess tournament, baby.
That's amazing.
3rd place.
Honestly, some of the most fun I had in elementary school was being a part of chess club. It was a lot of fun.
Chess is fun. It's a great game, man.
It is a great game. I agree. I'm trying to get my girlfriend into it. She won't play, though.
My girlfriend got into it, but we played for a while. We stopped playing. She's actually really smart, and she wins at a lot of things, but she's a sore loser. So sometimes she gets mad because I won't go easy on her. Will not do it. And she's like, oh, I hate this game. I lost again. I'm like, sorry.
My girlfriend gets crazy competitive too. We
Yeah.
play Scrabble against each other.
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrible at it, but she's really good. But I'll put in a word, and she has to check every single word I play. She does not trust that I already looked it up and made sure it was a real
That's
word.
exactly what my mom and girlfriend do both.
It's unbelievable.
They're the same way. Ever played Rummy Cube?
No, I don't even know what that is.
My girlfriend's amazing. It's a tile game, fantastic game. I got my girlfriend a Rummy Cube Queen shirt because she's so good at it.
Look at Fontez, a big chess guy.
There you go, Fonz. Devin said I need to get in the chess. I play strategic card games and love it. Bobby says when I coach, I push them to give it their all. No heads down, keep pushing up 5-0 down, 0-5, same effort, never give up. Get in trouble a few times by running up the score. There you go, Bobby, run up the score.
Especially in baseball.
Run it up. I think he's coaching soccer he's talking about.
Soccer too.
I remember in Y-ball in middle school, if you were up double digits, you couldn't press anymore. That was a rule for YMCA hoops when I played.
Matt's gonna mess you up in Rummy Cube.
Oh! I mean, Matt and I are going on the Canton trip. Might have to bring Rummy Cube and battle out in the hotel.
I gotta look up this game.
I'm pretty good at it. My girlfriend is just next level. Fantastic game.
That's hilarious. I will mess you up in Rummy Cube.
How many moves ahead are you thinking? Common says Fonts. Be 5 or 6 on chess.
It's crazy.
I'm pretty good at chess.
I'm out of practice, man. I used to be okay, but
Did they accuse you of cheating like Hans Niemann? They did, Adam. They thought I was cheating.
that's so funny.
Run rule is stupid, says Devin. I used to umpire baseball games, and yeah, run rule, it's 12 after 5 innings. I love the run rule because I get to go home early. You got paid by the game as an umpire, not by the hour.
Oh, perfect.
So
Yeah,
it was like,
worked out great for you.
Bring on the run rule. We got ourselves, oh, here's another bat. We got a Hall of Famer. My goodness, this bat break, Colin. This is cool. We got Dale Murphy coming out.
Dale Murphy.
Dale Murphy, the NL MVP in 1982 and 1983. Back-to-back. Put it right there on the bat. Dale Murphy.
Good Lord.
This series, man. Gary Sheffield, Dale Murphy. What is going on? The bat break is pretty nice.
I would say, man.
Actually, Dale Murphy, not a Hall of Famer yet. Should get in the Hall of Fame. 7-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. Fantastic player. That's an NL East hit. Played with the Phillies, the Braves. So that's going to be Dave Hampton, Gary Sheffield, and Dale Murphy.
Not bad in a day's work.
So Dave, nice hit, man. Sheffield / Murphy.
Looks like a very valuable asset on both sides of the ball. 5 gold gloves, 4 silver sluggers.
That's not bad.
Very good.
Put this man in the Hall of Fame. Come on now. What are we waiting on baseball?
Yeah, and Darryl Strawberry too.
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm dying on that hill.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So run rule is stupid, says Devin. Matt, I'll mess you up in Rummy Cube. Contesty says me and my family play Gin Phrase 10.
I know Phase 10. I don't know about gin.
They play with gin. The alcohol's involved, maybe.
Yeah, no, I could get into that. Maybe.
Bobby says Rummy Cube was a Christmas present for my dad last year. Love playing the game. But gotta watch that timer, LOL.
Is it a 2-player game or is it?
You pretty much want to play with at least 3 or 4.
Okay.
I think you probably can play with 2, but I think it's designed for 4.
Okay.
See, I've played with timer and without timer. And actually, I do better when the timer... Well, it's better because my girlfriend and my mom, they take forever with their moves. I get annoyed. You put the timer in, they don't do as well.
Now they're
I'm better under pressure. So that's when I can beat them when the timer gets involved. So...
Crazy.
About the same, says Fonz. Devin says ours was 5 runs an inning in fall ball. Worst and best memory was hitting a walk-off grand slam as a little leaguer and losing because we already scored 2 runs that inning. Elmhurst Baseball League, by the way, in Little League, they had no run rule for the last inning. They did have a run rule when it's
really?
the lower levels. I think it was like 10 runs an inning. But if it was your last at bat, no run rule.
Yeah, I think mine was like a 10-run rule after 5 or something like that. Like if you're ever up by 10 at the end of the inning after the 5th, 6th, or 7th.
Well, I think like after 5th grade, there was no limits for runs in an inning. But I want to say that like 1st through 5th or 6th grade, if you couldn't score more than 10 in an inning, but in your last at bat,
that's so
you
weird.
could.
I feel like I don't think that was a rule where I was.
I don't know.
So that's interesting.
Everyone was a Murphy fan in the 80s when all you had was WGN or TBS for everyday baseball with the Braves. Yeah.
There you go, man.
Dale Murphy.
Classic little name.
Sheffield was a Brave as well at one point. So good stuff, Dave Hampton.
And just proof that, the headliners may be gone, but still some heat left in these bats.
Yeah, it's a good series.
And we're one to go on the number 3 bat break on
The
this.
single.
The single, that is. 5 bats left, so.
Bobby says soccer U9, once you get 4-0, no one that has scored a goal is allowed on the offensive side of the field. 7 to 8-year-old rookie baseball limited 6 runs an inning.
So weird.
It's a fine line. Look, sportsmanship is part of the game, but it's tricky, man.
Well, okay.
It's tricky.
7, 8-year-olds, for me, you're still kind of learning the game. That's more what it's about.
Yeah.
So, if I'm up 13-0, I'm putting in kids that, don't get to play that much.
Well, I know, but it's soccer. Think about that, though. If you're up 4-0, you can't cross the midfield line. What does the guy do?
What's the point? Yeah, there's no point. That's silly.
Why is the kid even in? I don't know. What could you do? You just, dribble up and pass it and then go back? What does the ref do? What if a kid starts running around, a 9-year-old kid's running around,
you gonna go catch him?
Scored a goal? Did the ref grab the kid and be like, you can't score again, sonny?
I think maybe the ref should get to play on the other team now.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
So if he crosses the line, he gets to, go over there and try to steal it from him. That should be the rule.
It's tricky. It's tricky. There's a fine line. There has to be some class and sportsmanship involved. I get why those rules are in play, but there has to be a fine line at some point.
I agree.
I mean, 7 and 8 is different, but when you get to about 10 or 11 or 12, if you can't lose, then you're in trouble. If you can't handle a loss, how are you going to handle adulthood? I mean, I got news for you. Plenty of losses in adulthood.
Yeah.
You can't get them all.
You cannot.
My teacher, or my friend, by the way, is a teacher. My wedding that I got coming up, I'll be a best man for. He says kids are so spoiled these days that at his school, he's at a private school, but teachers complain when their kids don't get A's. And it's your kid didn't get an A.
Yeah,
what are you going to complain about?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's stupid. Stupid.
Carson says, let's get my luck going on last night. I'm due. Do we have a diamond ready?
Yeah, I think it's just a single, though. I don't think it's a double. So
we'll
just one of those boxes.
7 in the diamond coming up. A grown man cleaned up double leg tackles a 7-year-old when he crossed halfway. I'm sure that's not what happens, but that'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, it would be terrible, but it would be funny.
It'd be funny to watch, yeah. That's just a bystander.
Someone's going to get sued.
Yeah.
Someone's going to jail. Assaulting a 7-year-old because he was too good.
Someone is going to jail.
Rules are rules, right? Rules are rules.
Goodness gracious.
I can see myself coaching kids at some point later on. Young kids, Colin.
Sure. I'd love that for baseball.
Yeah.
Soccer, I'd be out of my league.
Yeah. I will do soccer or basketball.
No, I can't do either one of those.
Oh, here we go. Here are the rules, by the way. Bobby says I put my defenders on offense and offensive players on defense. They call it a dead ball free kick if they touch the ball. We were up 4-0 in our first 3 games, but took a bad loss last weekend because we played a good team and our players were not really in position aware because they couldn't play in the same position for a full game the first few games. So what happens if it becomes 4-2? Or 4-3, they can't play in that position again?
Yeah.
I get it. If you're up 4-0, while you're up 4 or more, they don't play the same position. But if it's 1 or 2 away, you can't put them back in?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That's where you lose me.
4 seems too low, especially at that age.
Yeah.
Goals, I feel can happen fast and furious.
Yeah. Justin's in here. Ronnie, Sean, David, Darren, Carson, and Chris. Box 7 coming up in the diamond helmets. Let's keep talking sports and life, but let's break some boxes. Let's not forget these orders, folks.
Got another bat coming up.
Another bat coming up. Well, let's get these breaks rolling.
I'll take some of those boxes, too.
And let's do Chris's personals. So before I forget,
right.
We're going to do Chris's personals first. Thank you, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
We almost forgot, man. We'll do the break after Chris's personals He has waited patiently enough. We'll do his personals first. Thanks for the reminder, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, you're good, brother. Apologize for that.
You want to hand me some of those?
Yes, I'll hand you a bunch, actually. Let's
Hand me
get
a bunch.
cleared up here.
Andre.
Donovan McNabb. Oh.
Sorry, Chris. This one's coming home with me.
Oh, boy. Alan, don't do it.
I wouldn't do that to Chris.
Chris says, no big deal. Talking sports is distracting. I know, man. When I look at the breaks, I see what breaks we have coming up on our sheet, and the personals are a whole separate tab that we forgot about those.
Right.
So we'll do 6 and 30 in the mini helmets. Let me get 6 off the ticker. And then we'll do the diamond single coming up afterwards. Show me a Devontae Adams, says Chris. All right, Chris, we'll see. We'll see. Got a Chicago Bear tight end. Talented player. Has not quite put it together yet. But we'll see. Cole Kmet, tight end out of Notre Dame on the Flash Mini. Chris Dominguez with the Kmet. Chris, Cole Kmet. One more coming up next. You know, the Bears used to throw to the tight ends all the time. Not as much recently. Weird. Bobby says 5 minus 2 equals 3. 3 minus 0. They only score 3 max. In 6 games, we've won 16 goals for 2 goals again. Took a bad 0-1 loss last week, says Bobby. Weird. Okay. Good to know. U9 soccer is complicated, Colin. In case I get into it,
Good gracious.
good to know.
Gracious.
One more coming up in the mini personals for Chris. Then we'll do Diamond Box 7 and a bat break is full, right, Colin?
That's right.
So unless we really get moving, most likely basketballs will drop tomorrow. So we have how many bats left now after the next one?
Be 4 left.
4 left in the bats.
Excited for those basketballs. If they even make it to Saturday.
Yeah.
Short series, only 25 boxes.
Yeah, it may not make it. You're good, Carson. No worries. Carson wanted 16, but 7 was already called in diamonds. You're a good brother. This is a good one right here. The human cheat code in Madden. But, Colin, it's on your squad. We got Michael Vick.
Hey, ooh,
Salute the service, Michael Vick Mini.
very nice.
So Michael Vick, a 4-time Pro Bowler, #1 all-time in rushing yards per carry, yards per carry, and he's actually #1 all-time in quarterback career rushing yards. He was actually a better overall player with the Eagles, though. Man went to prison. Andy Reid, a big part of it, by the way, too. Made him a better passing quarterback with the Falcons, more of a great runner with the Eagles, more of a great dual threat quarterback. Maybe not quite as good running, but significantly better passing the ball.
So good, man.
MB7.
That dude had some arm power, man.
And he always did. He can always throw the ball a mile.
Slings it.
But the accuracy early on in his career, not what it was later on.
Him and Deshaun Jackson, so much fun to watch. And Jeremy Macklin,
on
your
the
guy.
same team. Yeah, J-Mac, Mizzou made, baby. A lot of speed on that team.
Yeah, they were so fun to watch. I wish they would have won, but won a Super Bowl. But fun team overall. LaShawn McCoy on that team too.
Yeah, shady.
There you go. You got one now, baby.
Yeah, Chris said, nice, don't have an ego yet. There you go. Ego on the board for Chris Dominguez.
And yeah, I mean, say what you will. Obviously, I understand people hate him, but I think when you think of second chances in life, this guy's really done well.
He made
with
his second chance.
Yeah, he's
That's why
still doing charitable work with animals.
I feel
and-
so conflicted on it because I'm such a huge dog
yeah,
lover.
it's so terrible.
It's so terrible what he did, but he's made his amends. And I guess we do all deserve a second chance.
I would go watch the Vic 30 for 30 if you
Yeah.
haven't. It's really, really good. It kind of gives you insight in the whole thing. I'm not making excuses for the man at
Yeah.
all. Absolutely terrible. But he grew up around it and he thought that was literally just normal. It's just what you do.
At the Super Bowl party I went to, my girlfriend's mom's family friends, there were some girls there who didn't know who to cheer for, and my girlfriend's mom convinced him to cheer for the Chiefs because
Michael Vick played
and
for
the
the
dogs. That was her reasoning.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, if that's what it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
If that's what it takes.
So you're saying your mom is the reason why
Yeah.
the Eagles lost the Super Bowl?
My girlfriend's mom.
Yeah, your
Blame
girlfriend's
her.
mom. Yeah.
Blame her. I'll let her know you blame her. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Thank you.
We got Justin here, Ronnie, Sean, David, Darren, Carson, and Chris. We had box 7 from Chris. 7 out of 35 in the Diamonds.
Fontez talking a little smack.
Fontez, only one Pennsylvania team, and that's the Steelers.
All right. I mean, show it. That's all I got to say.
Historically, the better Pennsylvania team.
Oh, you're not
but
wrong
not
there.
currently.
Not currently. Let's see it,
Historically.
Fontez. Let's see it.
Woo! Fontez and Colin going at it.
I like Pittsburgh, honestly.
Pittsburgh's a great fan base, a great team. Winning tradition
Yeah.
for the Steelers.
I used to watch all the football games of my uncles a few years ago when I lived in Champaign, and
Yeah.
the Eagles played the Steelers, and my cousin's girlfriend is a massive Steelers fan, and the Steelers just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
And she doesn't talk the whole time we're there every other Sunday, and she was all over me talking smack. She's like this big, too,
Yeah.
little girl, just like,
I love it.
I was like, what is going on here?
Take it, Colin.
I had to. They were
Michael
getting
Vick played
murdered.
for the Steelers too, by the way. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
He was a Steeler, Michael
He
Vick.
was a Steeler. Hey, but
Y'all win one ring in how many decades and choked in one? LOL.
when's Pittsburgh's last ring though, Fontez? When is it? I bet Philly's is closer.
Woo!
When's your last Super Bowl appearance,
Got the
Fontez?
smack talk here. I do like the coach in Pittsburgh, says Tony.
I do too.
We love Mike Tomlin in the break room, but Steeler fans in the break room think he's overrated.
Yeah, I think I already asked Fontez, but tell me again,
I think
Fontez.
Fonz likes Tomlin.
I think he does too, but tell me again. I
Yeah.
think he does though. I think you're right.
Pull the fields for me, says Chris in the NFC North. How about Brett Favre, Chris? Is that all right too?
Yeah.
By the way, AFC East, Justin looking for Tua. We have also Josh Allen in the AFC East. Travis Kelce for Carson in the AFC West. Terry Bradshaw could be David Rohr in the AFC North. Here we go. Fontez loves Tomlin. Bobby wants 18 on the next jerseys, which that filled up as well.
Yep.
Got a bat break first, folks. Then we'll do the jerseys afterward. I know, some orders coming in here, Colin.
Yep. Bobby getting that Thirsty Thursday again.
A late charge in the night. Let's keep it going, folks. Here we go. The fact that this isn't even a headliner, Colin, not even in the listing, the fact that this is a third-tier hit, I'll be honest, man, I'm a little bit annoyed as a breaker that this is off the charts #1. How is this the first single box break we've done? We did one double box break, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the third box we're doing tonight in this series. It's been almost 3 hours. In the words of Taylor Twellman, what are we doing? This series is so good. This is my third favorite quarterback of all time.
Oh yeah.
Former league MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, nice.
From the grocery store to the Super Bowl, Kurt Warner, Rams authentic. Holy cow. Kurt Warner, fantastic hit. That's the NFC West. And that is Sean Kowalski.
Very nice.
Let's go, Sean. Great hit on the Warner authentic.
Oh, that is sick.
Seriously,
dude.
man.
Old school Rams helmet.
Just a filler hit in this series.
Arena football mother, I would say.
Yes.
Just the best ever.
He was a legend.
He is a legend, man.
Played FCS football, Northern Iowa, Division I AA. Kurt Warner right there, single spot snipe, Sean Kowalski for $83.
Fantastic.
Man.
Well, it's been real, Andre Johnson.
Yeah, Andre.
Sorry, Terry, we never put it on the
You know what? I'll be honest, though, Colin. Let's put them both on there. I kind of like those helmets. The bats, to be honest with you, look-wise, the bats don't look as cool. These guys can't tell who the players are.
Yeah.
We'll show them off later. Let's give them both some love.
All right.
Warner and Andre
That sounds
both.
good to me. Keep Andre.
Yeah, we'll keep Andre.
We also haven't put him on the main cam for Terry yet. I forgot about that.
Oh, my gosh. Terry, I'm so sorry. Terry Olsen's probably mad at me.
He's like waiting to take a picture or something. And he's
He's
just
like, Kamen, You're terrible. Just show me that Andre Johnson.
It's the
Terry,
one
if
thing
you're
I want in
watching,
life.
if you're watching, I'm gonna show it off. I'm gonna show it off. It's like we get so busy sometimes, we get sidetracked.
Well, you said right after the minis, and we've pretty much been breaking ever since.
Yeah. Let's show off the Andre here for a second.
Terry, look.
It is the 947 mark. Terry Wilson, are you still out there, man? I mean, look-wise, this is better than the Warner.
Oh, I agree.
The Andre Johnson Eclipse Authentic. That is super clean. Just a fantastic hit here in the break room. So bat break is next. We got Zachary Orlando, Melissa Kindred. Looking for that bat for, who's it, her nephew, her son? Who is it?
Her daughter's boyfriend.
Oh.
That plays in the freaking minor leagues, AAA.
He's like, if she impresses him with the bat, he might put a ring on it, Colin.
The Salt Lake City
Put a ring on it, Melissa. So we got Timothy Boulay. We got Zachary Orlando again, Ryan, and Cameron.
We won't Fontes, I promise.
Oh, what are we not putting on?
The helmets.
Oh, yeah, we don't put them on, Fonz. Don't worry. We take care of our memorabilia. We don't put these on. That'd be bad.
Not on camera, anyway. No, I'm just playing.
No.
We don't put them on
This
ever.
would not
Just
fit on my
playing.
head either. I have a big
No,
head.
it wouldn't fit on mine either. Bob pointed out, I think it tells you what size they are on the back. Yeah.
Really?
There's an L right here that says it's large.
Bob would know that.
Yep.
Well, the Speed Flex I might fit in, but I don't know. This one right here is an L as well.
I think they're mostly larges.
I need extra large.
I mean, yeah, I need at least.
I'm not putting this on, but I'm just trying to I
Trying
don't
to
know.
put it on doesn't fit.
Yeah. I tried putting it on, says Chris. It doesn't fit. Well, good to know, Chris. Bat headliners are gone, unfortunately, Carson. We're down to 5 boxes left. Headliners are gone.
Yep, they were saying that.
What were they saying?
That they were gonna put on the helmets that they won.
Oh, there's a guy who said he wore it to a game.
I know, we were talking about it.
Did Steven mention, who's that guy that used to be here? The Dolphin fan, did he talk about him? I'm blanking on the guy's name. Sean Alcaraz.
I don't think he did.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's the guy who claimed that he wore the helmets of the games.
So funny. Yeah, he said
So-
somebody used to say that. But I remember him saying it's an outlier that people do that, and I was like, I would call it more of a minority because
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people that say they wear the helmets,
Yeah,
which is very interesting.
yeah.
Not what I would do, but hey, it's your memorabilia. Do what you want.
If she can keep him LOL, she's a workaholic. Says, ooh, Melissa, come on. That's your daughter. Of course she can keep him.
I mean, it sounds like he's got to be too, right? If you're in minor league baseball,
Yeah.
you're probably working pretty hard on your game.
We work pretty hard. My girlfriend's like, why do you always come home so late? I'm like, girl, we got breaks to do.
We got breaks
We
to
got
do.
breaks to do, girl. It's called work.
It's called work.
We work out.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to the Salt Lake City Bees this year.
Okay.
Check out Melissa's daughter's boyfriend.
Do we
in
know
action.
his name? Is that too personal to ask?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Melissa, up to you. if you
Yeah,
wanna
up to
share.
you. Drop me a number. Melissa, you're in this break. You have a number for the bats, Melissa. We've got 26, 27, 31, 34, and 35. Otherwise, I'll randomize here. Then we have 18 on the jerseys. And then we're caught up. Are we close on stuff right now, Colin?
Let's take a peek.
Still going to do that top to bottom rundown at some point.
Got to. Looks like 3 to go in the trenches.
Okay.
And 3 to go and can't miss is our two closest.
In the trenches is the chase wheel spin, by the way.
True
You
statement.
guys want to chase wheel spin? Let's knock out these breaks. So 26, thank you, Melissa. Terry, I apologize. Terry Wilson. Oh, Terry. You went to bed crying about not seeing the helmet. He's like, that Kamen. I thought he was honest. I'm going to apologize to Terry tomorrow. I feel horrible. All right. 10 times coming up in the baseball bat break. Good luck, folks. Well, let's see the fire in the bats. Gotta love a good baseball bat, Colin. This has been the hottest series in the room today. Lots of bats getting done.
Yeah, they're still heating them, man. Still heat.
Only 4 to go. So, I mean, this bat break, if not tonight, Colin, will go during tomorrow's show at some point. Then we'll have basketballs in the room. Man, I'm pumped for that.
I am too. I'm sad I'm probably going to miss him, but
Yeah. No,
that's all right.
you'll probably see a few, man. I know it's going to be a super hot series, but you'll probably get a few on Saturday.
I hope so.
That's my gut feeling. We got Ryan up top in the AO East, Timothy AO Central. It is Zachary AO West, Melissa NO East, Zachary NO Central, and Cameron in the NO West. Takes Melissa on the box call. Melissa Kindred. Her husband Bobby plays the breaks as well. Does not win as often as Melissa, though.
Melissa's the breadwinner here.
She's the breadwinner in the family. Ooh, this is a blast from the past. I gotta look up who we played longest for, because I believe this is gonna be an AO East hit, which is gonna be Ryan Lance, Johnny Damon.
Whoa!
Red Sox Yankee. He was a Royal. I believe he was with the A's as well. Former All-Star baseball player.
Johnny Damon.
Johnny Damon baseball bat as a filler.
That's awesome.
Let's see here. Johnny Damon. Let's look up his career.
I actually think his longest tenure was the Royals.
The Royals?
6 years, 803 games.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Royals. Yeah, I think you're right. A little bit longer with the Royals. Actually, it's an AL Central hit. That's going to be Timothy Boulay with the Johnny Damon bat.
Wow.
Had that awesome beard. Two-time World Series champ, two-time All-Star. Johnny Damon, just under 284 average in his career. Not far away from 3,000 hits. 408 stolen bases. Rock solid outfielder. Johnny Damon.
Johnny Damon was awesome, man.
That's a cool hit right there.
Yeah, very cool. He's currently, believe it or not, playing for the Savannah Bananas down in Georgia.
No way.
Yep.
I love the Savannah Bananas.
Johnny Damon plays for the Savannah Bananas.
How did I
He is
miss
rocking
that?
a nice dad bod.
Oh,
It
man.
is fantastic.
Why is that not on his Wikipedia page? What are we doing? Can we edit that now, Colin?
Yeah, we have to, but it's not on there.
We got to go in there and edit that.
Johnny Damon, baby.
I want to go to one of those games. Have you been?
No, I want to, though.
I want to go badly. That looks like so much fun. Melissa's the better picker than him. You are, Melissa. Also, Valerie's better than Tony.
Something about it.
Usually the wives are better than the husbands in the break room. That's just what the sheer data shows us, Colin. Sheer data shows us that. Alrighty, Johnny Damon.
Very cool, man.
It's a filler hit. That's pretty nice for a filler hit, Timothy Boulay. Next man up, a lot of Bobby in here. We got some John, Larry as well. Bobby wanted 18 on this one, Colin. Box 18.
Main box.
I love football, obviously, Colin, but I love these baseball breaks, the basketball breaks, the mixers. I love seeing some of these other names, and, you know, we do our best to get fresh names in the room, but when you've been breaking for about 2 years like I have, I've seen just about every NFL name come through the room at one point or another. Baseball, first time pulling Johnny Damon in my career.
Yeah.
So very nice right there.
Well, if you haven't seen him, obviously I haven't.
Yeah, right? You've been here less than me. We have an In the Trenches break, which is good. A Chase Wheel Spin will happen this show.
Great job.
Thank you, guys. And hoping the diamonds are moving a little bit, but I don't know, Colin.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I guess Kurt Warner and Andre Johnson are not enough to inspire people.
I guess not.
I'm inspired myself, man. Two of my favorite players growing up, but the rest of the room lacking that inspiration in the diamonds. That's okay. That's all right. Not every night for that series. I get it. Jerseys are hot tonight. Bats are hot tonight. That's all right. So Josh Goins has the NFC East. The AFC East. Larry Jensen's got the AFC West. Bobby, you've got the rest. 18 out of 40. The Peyton Manning box. Let me get this off the ticker, sir. 18. I'll add some more numbers. Let's do 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 in those jerseys. All right, good luck, folks. Show me some fire. Next man up. Oh, my gosh. It's a single spot snipe. Larry Jensen, one of the best defensive backs of all time. One of the few guys with 50 or more career picks. Former Pro Bowler. It's not an apple. It's not an orange. It's not a Savannah banana. It's a Duran Cherry, Colin.
Oh, my.
Nice hit, Larry Jensen, on Duran Cherry. JSA certified on the custom Kansas City Chief jersey. All the way out there in Canada, Larry Jensen with the single spot snipe. Our neighbors to the north, Larry Jensen.
The king of the north himself.
It's not Jon Snow. It's Larry Jensen. Fantastic.
Matches his motherland's colors a little bit too.
Yeah,
Red
it
and
does.
white.
I like it, Larry. Is Ben still available in the can't miss? Says B Bailey 313. 150%. I believe that's Brandon Bailey,
Brandon Bailey.
who I haven't seen in a long time in the break room. I believe that's a fellow soccer fan, Chelsea fan for soccer.
Oh, that's
if I'm
good
thinking
too.
of the correct person. Big Ben definitely still out there on the Flash replica with only 11 boxes left. 3 spots to go. I have a few words for you. Come and get them.
I like it.
Let's go.
Chelsea's got my boy Raheem Sterling.
Yeah,
My favorite players in the world.
look at you with the soccer reference, Colin.
I know. Más o menos.
Más o menos. I like it.
Very, very little, but Raheem Sterling's my boy.
Christian Pulisic plays with Chelsea.
True.
The American as well. Not the soccer fan, Brandon. Oh, my gosh.
Whoops.
Wrong person. It is Brandon Bailey.
But not a soccer fan.
There's so many people who come through the room here.
Brandon is obviously a Vikings fan.
Is he from Minnesota?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Just taking a shot in the dark.
What's your squad, Brandon? My bad, my man.
I should have guessed Cowboys. That's like the most.
Yeah, probably the Cowboys. It's been a while. The name seems so familiar. I think there's Brandon. Who's the name that's
Steelers. Dang it.
Well, terrible. What are we doing, Colin? He asked if Big Ben's out there.
Oh, what? Yeah, what the heck?
What are we doing?
I use 0 context clues.
Good news for you, Brandon. There is a Terry Bradshaw still out there as well. Not to mention Terry Bradshaw in the diamond helmets and Terry Bradshaw in the jerseys as well.
Lots of Bradshaw.
So there's actually almost a 20% chance at Roethlisberger or Bradshaw in the next break, because there's 11 boxes left in the can't miss. So I would definitely hop in there as a Steeler fan. I would say you said if guess Cowboys. Other than the Cowboys, Colin, the most common fan base in the room, the Steelers.
Yep.
A lot of Steeler fans in the room.
I mean, if I literally just took a second to think about it.
He just asked us
He
about
just
Big
asked
Ben.
about Big Ben, yeah.
Yeah, we failed. Failure.
Yeah, we failed.
We are dumb. The 7th grade, 3rd place chess tournament self for me is just like laughing at myself right now.
How far from grace we've fallen.
We have fallen from grace, Colin. What are we doing? Sean, the In the Trenches Authentics are full. You're in that break, sir. And that's coming up right now, actually. What's left in the jersey, says Bobby. Terry Bradshaw, Warren Sapp, Justin Jefferson, Brian Urlacher. Headliners that are left in the jersey, sir. Drop me a number, folks. First come, first serve. We got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Early on in that series, first come, first serve.
First come, first
Then,
serve.
no matter what, Colin, even if a break is full, we're doing a top-to-bottom rundown right after this to refresh the break page for all the new customers. Because we haven't done one in quite a bit.
It's been a minute.
New folks filtering in throughout the show. So, Sean, you're in the chat. Walker's been in the chat tonight. Paul's been in the chat. Josh is in the chat right now, wants box 1. Thank you, Josh.
Oh.
Brian wanted 8, but Josh was first. Box 1 coming up in the Authentics. Sean wanted 4, so look at that. All these guys coming in with the box call. Good news, Colin. Chase Wheelspin. What will happen tonight?
It's happening.
So likely going to be just one list of names, unless these guys really want to hop in here and make some moves on the break page. Here we go. 10 times. Good luck, everybody, for your divisions. 9 and 10. We got Paul Lorenzo up top. Paul, you've got the NFC North. Brian in the NFC South. It's Paul in the NFC East. We got Walker NFC West. Sean AFC North. Darren AFC South. Josh AFC East. And Ronnie AFC West. 1 of 40 in the Platinum helmets.
1 of 4.
Very first box in the series here. I know I'll give the top to bottom rundown, Colin, but what's our closest break right now?
Closest break, I believe, is that can't miss at 3 spots.
3 spots. Let's knock that out. That should be a break we should knock out tonight. Box 1 in the Platinum Authentics. How about this? How about this? Box 1 with a drum roll headliner, Colin. Brian Urlacher.
Look at that.
Former Defensive Player of the Year for the Bears. Pro and College Football Hall of Famer. One of the all-time great linebackers. That's the NFC North. That's Raider Paul Lorenzo, taking home the Brian Urlacher Authentic.
Very nice.
Let's go, Paul. Great hit on the Urlacher, sir. Absolutely love it. Man, cool.
Just one of the best linebackers ever.
I said this earlier. This guy really could cover almost anybody. He was so fast for a linebacker. Tight ends, running backs, no problem.
No
for
problem.
Urlacher.
No. He was mean.
In college, by the way, he played like receiver. He was a kick and punt return guy. He played safety, linebacker, played everything in college. College Football Hall of Famer as well, Brian Urlacher.
Met Brian Urlacher as a kid on an airplane.
Wait, what?
I met him as a kid.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah.
I think you told me this story. I didn't know it was like on the same plane, I guess.
Yeah, we were on the same plane, and my mom got us an autograph. She just wanted one on a ticket, but then he saw there were 2 of us, me and my brother. And he was like, do you want me to sign the other ticket too? So you could each have one? So he signed 2 tickets for us.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy.
Good job, Brian.
And then, yeah, afterwards I was in the restroom doing my business, and he came up next to me. And I looked over to my right, and it's just big arms, just big.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, who is this? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, there you go. You should have been a Urlacher and a Bear fan, Colin.
Yeah, I guess it didn't convert me. It didn't take.
Interesting. Very clean helmet, says Walker. Clean helmet indeed.
It's nice.
Let's do a top to bottom rundown, guys. Everything going on in the break room. We got 8 spots to go in the Trenches Authentics. We are still looking for O.J. Simpson, one of 8 guys. I'm confused what Sean and Darren are talking about. But we got 8 spots to go in the Trenches Authentics. We have O.J. Simpson still out there. One of 8 guys with 2,000 rush yards in a season. But he did it in 14 games, Colin. Single season rushing yards per game record, O.J. Simpson. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall pick this last season. Had a very good rookie season. Just ask Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers, both picked off by Hutchinson this year. Curtis Martin, 6th all-time in rushing yards, best autograph in the game. He's still out there. Devontae Adams led the league in receiving touchdowns. He's still out there. Deion Sanders, former Defensive Player of the Year on the Flash Authentic. And we have that Roger Staubach, 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Cowboys, Hall of Fame quarterback for sure. We have 8 to go in the jerseys. We are still looking for 4-time Super Bowl champion quarterback, Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw. NFL 1990s and 2000s all-decade team. One of the best defensive tackles of all time, Warren Sapp. Brian Urlacher, former Defensive Player of the Year, just pulled this man. He's out there on the jerseys. The Hall of Fame linebacker, and Justin Jefferson, Colin. Number 1 all-time receiving yards per game. Most receiving yards in the league this last season. Jay Jettas is fantastic.
Absolutely.
6 spots to go in the bats. We did pull the headliners, but some of these non-headliner hits, Gary Sheffield, Dale Murphy, I mean, they're not even in the listing here, and more guys. So a lot of goodies in the bats. We have 8 to go in the Diamond single box break. We are full of headliners in this series. Here's Bradshaw again. We have 2 on the Flash Authentic with the visor. Stats-wise, top 5 in the league the whole season in QBR passer rating. If not for the concussions, Colin, this man definitely top 5 quarterback in the league. We have Brett Favre, Flash Authentic. He's top 5 all-time passing touchdowns, passing yards, most consecutive games played by a quarterback. Justin Fields probably would have broken the single-season rushing yard mark by a quarterback had he played the last week of the season. Had the single-game rushing record for a regular season game against Tua and the Dolphins.
True.
We got Josh Allen, probably a top 4 quarterback in the league. Put up big numbers, great passing and running the ball. And Travis Kelce, number 1 tight end in the game, 2-time Super Bowl champion tight end now, second in NFL history in receiving touchdowns in playoff games. Only Jerry Rice has more. 7 spots to go in the minis. Top 5 all-time in catches, yards for tight ends, Jason Witten. Salute the service mini. Jalen Waddle, 7th in the NFL in receiving yards. This past season, had the rookie record for catches the year before. Probably the most underrated receiver in the game, Jalen Waddle. Devontae Adams, 1st in receiving touchdowns, 3rd in yards. He's still out there. And A.J. Brown on that salute to service, 4th in receiving yards this last season. Diamond has 8 spots to go as well in the double box break. Under center replica helmets. We are looking for one of the best quarterbacks in the 2000s, Phillip Rivers, on a full-size rep. A.J. Brown again still out there. We have a dual-signed Hall of Fame quarterback and running back, Warren Moon, Earl Campbell helmet. And we also have in this series the George Kittle. He was top 5 in receiving touchdowns this past season. 4 to go in the college football mixer. One of the all-time great college safeties, Brian Dawkins, still out there. Only 8 boxes to go. And we have a Chris Olave in this series, Colin. Number 1 in the league in receiving yards per game as a rookie receiver this last season. 3 spots to go in the can't miss. Where we at, Steeler Nation? Ben Roethlisberger and Terry Bradshaw left. There is only 11 boxes left. The 2 best Steeler quarterbacks of all time, not to mention the best running back in the league, Derrick Henry, have not come out in this break. So let's get these orders moving. I would say we're definitely going to fill the can't miss, but I'm not sure because that break has been super slow. Everything's pretty open otherwise. All the spots are open in the Platinum Authentics, the jerseys, the bats, the diamonds. Only 1 spot taken in the minis, a couple spots in the reps. We got a spot taken in the college as well. Here's what we'll do. We're going to knock out the In the Trenches wheel spin, because it took us a while to knock out this break.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we'll be here until 10:20, no matter what. So at 10:20, Colin, if we're 2 or 3 away on some spots, we'll keep going. Otherwise, if we're still pretty open at 10:20, that will be the show tonight. So you guys got 10 minutes to get these breaks moving. 10 minutes to keep the night going. If the orders heat up, Colin, happy to be here till midnight. Happy to be here till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We'll be here as long as you guys are making orders. Does not have to be the end of the night, but it is definitely a nudge, wink, wink in that direction. I'm pumped for Saturday, by the way, Colin. I'm going to see Giannis Antetokounmpo in person.
Ooh, baby.
It'll be my first time seeing Giannis in person. I like to see all of my favorite athletes. I've seen Mahomes, Messi. I've seen Stephen Curry, LeBron. Giannis on my list of guys I want to see in person.
He's a very small dude.
Yeah, just a tiny guy.
Yeah, very
Tiny
shrimpy.
guy. So Chase wheel spin. Let's see here. We've got.
I put it in the chase.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's back here. I got it. Chase wheel spin. Here we go. Am I blind here? Elite Collector. I think Chase. Oh, here we go. Ronnie, Paul, Walker, Paul, Brian, Darren, Josh, and Sean. We have 37 people still watching, Colin. So we do not have to go home. Well, let's go. Question for you all, says Bobby. Any display cases you swear by? You're a bigger collector than me, Colin. Anything you got?
I don't remember what it's called. I know IKEA has these, I think it's called like Detolf or Decolf, something like that.
Okay.
It's kind of like that a little bit.
Okay.
But I hear they're pretty good. I don't have it personally, but in groups that I'm in, that's what they always recommend. So I think it's Detolf. DETOLF.
Okay.
For helmets, of course.
For helmets.
Yeah.
10 times here. Top name after 10 clicks is taken home a Chase wheel spin. We got 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th and final click. Paul Lorenzo. Raider Paul.
Wins the break and the wheel spin.
And he got a headliner. And he spent, what, like a little over 120 bucks?
Yeah, 2 spots.
2 spots.
Yep.
Yeah.
126.
All right, Paul. Let me know what number you want to start on. Otherwise, we'll start on 1. What was Dave Casper's number? His favorite player?
I don't know.
The Ghost. I think he was like 80-something, right?
That sounds right, yeah. Find out. 87.
87? You want to start on 87, Paul Lorenzo?
That'd be something.
Or The Ghost?
To the post?
To the post? Let me know, Paul. Otherwise, we're starting on 1, sir. I'll give you about 20 seconds. Paul Lorenzo. He's usually out there lurking. Regular watcher, Paul Lorenzo. Let me know, Paul.
We are in the red zone for can't miss. 2 spots to go.
All right, let's knock it out.
See if we can do it.
Let's do that can't miss. If this gets down to 1 or less by 10, 20, Colin, I'll give him a little more time. Let's knock off 1 spot in the next 6 minutes. We can't knock out 1 spot. It's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
Not meant to be. Here we go, Paul. You are taking home $53.
Dang, wheel's been good.
Wheel's been kind. You got 54. Brian Urlacher in the break. $53, Paul Lorenzo, on your Chase wheel spin, sir.
That would have been kind of cool if it was 54.
Yeah. Chris asking what headliners are left in the can't miss. Ben Roethlisberger, Terry Bradshaw, and there's a Derrick Henry out there.
And you said 11 boxes?
Only 11 boxes left. So almost 30% chance at one of those names. To be honest with you, though, the can't miss, there's really 11 headliners left. It's like the Diamonds. Everything is great. Filler hits include names like Ray Lewis in that series.
Jeez.
That was one of the worst hits so far in the can't miss. Ray Lewis filler hit. So that's the one break right now, Colin, that makes no sense. I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me is that I can kind of tell the break room likes authentics better than reps. Other than the fact that authentics are more popular than replica helmets, nothing else seems to make sense why that break's not filling.
True.
It's a fire break. All big names. You cannot miss. It's in the title. It says can't miss.
It's in the title.
It's in the title, folks. There's no false advertising there. The worst hit so far in can't miss was actually Kirk Cousins. So
You like that?
you like that. Ray Lewis, one of the worst hits. But Kirk Cousins was probably the worst hit in that series. And we're talking about a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Right. So, say what you will.
Yeah, so I would say get your spots now. Get those spots now in the can't miss. So 10-16. Got to get at least. Here we go. Another order coming in. Or is that the one that we just had? No, we got another one. Chris Dominguez jumped in.
Chris Dominguez.
So we're 1 away.
Looks like that should happen, right?
Let's make it happen. Can't miss. Who's going to knock out this last spot on the can't miss? And we only have not done tonight, Colin. We have not done the replicas, the Honor Center, or the college. Everything else we would have done tonight. So close to breaking for the cycle.
Close.
Pretty close. Never, Chris. Chris asked if the rewards you earn expire. Never, sir. If you earn a certain status, like Elite Collector status, every other Sunday there's a 2 p.m. drawing for a free item. You keep that. You keep your same points. You're not going to get a gift card, every time. Like, you get a certain status, you get a gift card, you get a certain mini helmet. You only get those once, but your status does not expire. Once you're an Elite Collector, you're always Elite Collector. Then you become GOAT, so on and so forth. They do not expire.
Looks like it is filled up.
All right, thank you, Bobby, for the box call. 14.
He is Thirsty Thursdaying again.
Let's go, Bobby, taking advantage. Taking advantage. Actually wants 23. Okay, because 14's not there, 23 works. Well, let's do the MJ box here, Colin.
Good.
I'm so excited for this, because this is going to be one of those, like, what did you guys miss out on this whole day? We haven't done a break in this in 2 days. We last did a break on Tuesday when I was breaking.
This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Yeah, and it's like, these guys have been missing out. One of those, like, this is what you missed out on.
How do you miss out on Can't Miss?
I don't know.
You literally can't miss.
I don't know what we're doing, honestly. It's one of the most shocking things here for sure.
I'll trade you some boxes if you want to put some up there.
How many jersey boxes were left? Let's see. We had 29 entering the show. So we did how many breaks? 7 breaks. So there's 22 total jerseys left, I believe, in our jersey series. 22 to answer your question, Chris. I think. I could be off by 1 or 2, but should be 22. It's a 40-box series. A 26 through 40, that's 15. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 22. My math should be right. 22 jerseys left, Chris. No, sir. Terry Bradshaw, Brian Urlacher are also headliners left. It's not just the Warren Sapp and Justin Jefferson. Brian Urlacher, Terry Bradshaw are still headliners left. Real quick, Colin, before you leave, did you guys pull Chris Johnson, Dick Butkus, or DeAndre Swift last night?
In jerseys?
In the jerseys.
Chris Johnson, I don't think so. DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
But I think the other 2 we got.
So, I don't know if you count this as a headliner, but there's other names in the listing. Dick Butkus has not come out yet. Chris Johnson has not come out yet. As far as other headliner names, the Terry Bradshaw, the Justin Jefferson, Brian Urlacher, and Warren Sapp still out there. A lot of good options in the next man up jersey still. All good options in the can't miss. This is, along with the Diamond Helmets, the series that has the best names. You guys don't want filler hits. You want superstars, only big names, only skill position players. This, along with the Diamond Helmets, is by far your best bet. Honestly, I am shocked and disappointed, Colin. This is our first can't miss break. Shocked and disappointed. The best words I can use to describe this unfortunate situation we found ourselves in. 10 times here in the can't miss. We got Walker Palmer up top in the NFC North. Right below is Johnny Swords, NFC South. We got Zachary Orlando, NFC East. Michael Smith, NFC West. Chris Dominguez, AFC North. Troy Valeska, AFC South. Larry Jensen, AFC East. And Bobby G, AFC West. 23 out of 30 in the can't miss replica helmet.
See it.
What have you missed out all this time, Colin?
Probably something good.
Something great, probably. It's a full-size rep. We've got ourselves... Oh, yeah, this is not bad. Not bad, a filler hit. One of the worst hits so far this series. And this was a guy who made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. Lost 1 game as a starter, and he completed every pass in that game. Brock Purdy, 4 for 4, but got hurt. Definitely cost the Niners. Nice hit, Michael Smith, NFC West. Brock Purdy, salute the service replica. Very nice hit. Love the player, love the helmet. That's very nice.
That's the other thing, too, is almost all these helmets in the series are going to be some sort of specialty helmet to go along with it.
I know. I mean, that chrome Troy Aikman was nuts. A lot of salute to services, flashes, eclipses, etc. $59 for a Brock Purdy. Not bad at all.
Yep, I think he'll be back.
I personally think he should start. That's my opinion. I know that Trey Lance is such a high draft pick, but I would lean towards Brock Purdy for me.
I mean, the proof's in the... It's not a big sample size, but the proof is in the pudding for what he showed.
He's been great. And I know you say that anyone can be great in that offense. Well, the guy who came in for him was definitely not great.
True.
So, nice hit, Michael Smith, on the Brock Purdy, sir. Again, this is still probably one of the lesser helmets I've pulled so far in this series. It's a testament to how good the can't miss reps is. I know, Chris, that's probably why they're going with Lance, but I'm a believer in going with the guy who gives you the best chance. So I would go with Purdy. My gut says, Colin, they're going to go with Lance. As Chris says, they spent way too much capital on Lance to only have him start like 5 games. I don't think he's even started 5 games, to be honest. I think he started like maybe 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, more like 2, but...
So I don't disagree, but Trey Lance is good trade bait to send out to any of these NFC South teams. That's true.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be a fun quarterback competition. Brock Purdy, by the way, had to delay his shoulder surgery. He might miss the beginning of the season, but does look like he'll probably play at some point this season if they let him.
If they let him.
If they let him.
It's a big if. Obviously, we're talking about it.
Yeah, Fonz, he lost 1 game, and he didn't even play for much of the game.
That injury looked nasty.
That injury was tough on Brock Purdy.
That was nasty. Hassan Reddick doing Hassan Reddick things.
Yeah, Hassan Reddick is a beast. All right, folks, 10:24. I'll give you guys we got 2 spots to go in the jerseys, by the way. I was going to say we'll give you till 10:30. So, yeah, 6 minutes to knock out 2 spots. That's not bad, Colin. Should happen. If we heat up in the breaks, we can keep going. Does not have to be 10:30. It could be 11. Could be midnight. As long as orders are coming in, we'll break boxes.
At least one more jersey.
At least one more jersey coming up. Yeah, I can't give him that loss, Fonz. I mean, honestly, I know you think the Eagles would have won. I'm not sure, Colin. That game was close when he got hurt.
It was close.
Could have gone either way in that NFC Championship win.
The Eagles, I mean, they had a lot of chances to put him away in that game, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So, you could be right. Who knows?
Bobby wants 23. Thank you, Bobby. 23 going off the ticker in the jerseys.
I just know if they lost and Purdy wasn't playing, I was going to be devastated.
Yeah. Then it would have been no question who's the better team,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Especially that day, for sure.
So we got Bobby, Chris Dominguez, and Chris Bostain all in this break.
I bet a Chris or Bobby is going to win this one.
I think you're right, Colin.
I've just got a feeling.
I think you might be onto something.
Sneaky suspicion.
Oh, my goodness. Are you sure you also weren't a third-place chess tournament guy? Are you sure, Colin?
I should be playing more chess.
Oh, my gosh. 49ers would have been devastated in the Super Bowl playing Josh Johnson. They would have lost big in the Super Bowl, that's for sure, if that was the case. 10 times coming up here in the jerseys. Alrighty, Bobby, you've got all of the NFC. And you also have the AFC North. Chris Dominguez, you're in the NFC South. Or AFC South, excuse me. Chris Bostain, AFC East, AFC West. This is spooky, Colin. This is spooky. I'm spooked out.
What?
It randomized exactly how they ordered.
Oh my gosh.
It's the exact rundown that was randomized. A little spooky here in the break room.
Spoopy.
Feel like the Bradshaw's in here. Let's see the AFC South. That was my reward spot, says Chris. Okay.
3.
The MJ box coming up. 23 of 40. Man, I mean, all it takes is one to win. Chris Bostain had 2, actually. Gabriel Davis.
Ooh.
Talk about a guy who has all the potential in the world. I had him in fantasy, Colin. He was usually on my bench, but I always track his points. 1 week it was 3 points, another was 30. It's all about consistency. This man puts it together. He could be a fantastic number 2. That's the AFC East. And that is Chris Bostain with the Gabriel Davis jersey.
Nice, man.
Let's go, Gabe Davis. Nice hit, Chris. For $52, Colin, that's worth it.
I would say so.
That is worth it. Mr. Davis. I mean, that playoff game he had against the Chiefs 2 years ago, legendary.
Legendary.
Absolutely legendary.
I'm a fan of Gabe Davis. I think he complements the offense well.
Yeah?
Good weapon for Josh Allen. He's obviously not Stephon Diggs, but
No. But if he could play the way he sometimes plays all the time, that's what you need right there.
potential's through the roof.
And that's the thing with Josh Allen, too. Consistency needs to be there. If he's consistently the Josh Allen we see most of the time, if Gabe Davis is who we see most of the time, the Bills will win a Super Bowl at some point.
It's the Bears who were they thought they were.
We will let him off the hook.
We let him off the hook.
So good stuff right there, Chris. If Allen throws him the ball, he fell behind McKenzie, says Fontez. Sometimes receivers got to get the ball, right?
Yeah, McKenzie. Good player.
McKenzie, talented player as well, though. I mean, they got some good players out there in Buffalo. They just got to get past the Chiefs, which in the playoffs, I'm not sure they can.
They've certainly struggled.
They've struggled in the playoffs. They beat them in the regular season. But getting past the Chiefs in the playoffs is a whole different story. And honestly, as good as Josh Allen is, as good as the Bills are, I think they're number 3 in the AFC. I think Chiefs it's 2 years in a row, Chiefs and Bengals in the title game. I think they got to get through the Bengals as well before they can get to the Super Bowl.
You are not lying.
So 10-29. I do like to give these guys as much time as possible, Colin. Especially when we knock out a break. These guys earn a little more time with me.
It looks like we got a personal in the jerseys.
Perfect. 10:35 will be the last call for orders. If we're within a few spots away, we'll keep going. Otherwise, if we're still pretty open at 10:35, that will be the show. Bobby, though, your personal, that works. 25 for the jerseys. We'll do that on the personal. Bobby.
25, huh?
2-5. The Mark McGuire box. The Big Mac.
Big Mac. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry now, too, man. That does sound good.
Yeah, why have you done this?
I'm sorry, Colin.
Could have said the shady box. I thought we agreed on.
Shady McCoy? Yeah. Who's another 25?
Reggie Bush.
Yeah, that's a good one. Although I liked Reggie as 5 in college.
Yeah.
25 coming up. 25 of 40. Good luck, Bobby G.
But he's going to win. I think Bobby's going to win this one.
I think Bobby's got this one hands down. He's got himself one of the best autographs in the game. The Green Bay Packer all-time leading rusher. It's Amon Green.
I like Amon Green.
Amon Green was great with Nebraska in college. Look at this autograph, too, man. This is super clean on the Amon Green jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats,
jersey.
Bobby.
Look at that.
This was when I first started at Ultimate Autographs. This was my favorite autograph out there.
I can see why.
Then I saw Dermontti Dawson, and I was Team Dermontti. Then I saw Curtis Martin, and I never went back.
Hard to go back.
Curtis Martin's the best, but Amon Green, definitely among the best. That is JSA certified. Congrats, Bobby, on your Amon Green.
That's a nice jersey, too. Different.
Yeah, it's a black Packer custom jersey, even as a Bear fan. Cannot say this isn't beautiful, because it is.
Giving it some flowers.
So the look of it, at least. The look is beautiful.
Look, we're learning more about you. You got a Brett Favre poster.
I regret saying it. I regret saying it.
That's nice, man. I want Amon Green for my Flash mini helmet collection. So
ooh, there you go.
Jealous of this auto.
Yeah. Got my Singletary Flash now up in my place. I love it.
That's nice. You got it finally, huh?
Yeah, I sure did. Mike Singletary, Samurai Mike. I got that Chiefs football as well. So
Yeah.
I showed off both on my podcast with my buddy this week. It was a lot of fun.
There you go.
In the closet pack, not a Packer fan.
Never let him live it down, guys.
Not a Packer fan whatsoever. I was very briefly a Brett Favre fan back in the day. Very briefly.
Look, baby steps when you take with situations like this, all right?
Yeah.
He's admitted he liked Brett Favre. Maybe the Packer fandom will come later.
Never. It's never coming.
Okay.
Never coming,
This is
Colin.
a place of acceptance.
I know, but it's never going to happen. Let's go, folks. Any more breaks you want to do? Now's the time. Otherwise, we'll regroup for tomorrow's 4 p.m. show. It is 4 and 7 Monday through Friday, 2 and 7 on Saturdays and Sundays, Colin. Pretty solid show today, though. Pretty solid show.
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything.
I think we had like a solid double off the wall. I know we have some amazing shows, like Sunday night was a home run. Sunday afternoon was a home run. But this is a pretty solid double, maybe rounding second, looking for that triple.
Mm-hmm.
Had we done more diamonds, can't miss, I would have said for sure triple. So last call for orders, guys. You want to break anything else? It's now or until tomorrow. Not ever, but now until tomorrow. Pretty open on the whole break page.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 10:35. Let's get it, folks.
Did you say 10:35, or did I just make that up? I just assumed.
No.
I feel like you would have said that.
I think I did say it.
Okay.
I think you know that I like to sign off at the 5.
Yeah. I think I just produced for you enough. That I'm like 10:35 seems like when he's gonna call.
Yeah.
this.
Unless we get moving on the breaks. Let's see. In about the last 20 minutes, we've only had looks like about 4 orders, but some of those were 10:20. Since 10:20, we had 1 order by Chris to close out the jersey, then Bobby's personal. Yeah, orders have been pretty steady most of the show. Have definitely slowed down considerably the last 20 minutes or so. So this is it with the breaks pretty open. Unless someone comes in the chat saying I'm going to buy 3 spots, someone else will buy 3 spots. This is probably a pretty good stopping off point for tonight's show. 3 hours and 35 minutes. Fun breaks. And life stories, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit of everything tonight.
Learned a lot tonight about everybody.
Especially you, being a closet Packer fan.
Yeah, well, again, Brett Favre. Don't take it the wrong way, Colin.
We'll see. I don't know.
I like Luka Modric. He plays for Real Madrid. I'm not a Real Madrid fan.
Oh, well, we're taking good steps here today.
Yeah. Taking steps. All right, I think that's going to do it. 10:35. Colin, thank you so much. Real quick, get to the show. I'm going Johnny Bench baseball bat. I do love the Kurt Warner Authentic as a Warner fan. The Andre Johnson Eclipse is clutch. Vlad Guerrero bat is nice too. Got to go Johnny Bench.
I like Vlad Jr. I'm going to take the new guy. He's my age. Well, not my... I actually think he's younger than me, but my age player.
Okay.
Take the new blood.
Perfect. Bobby says I'm off for the evening. Gentlemen, have a good night.
Good night,
Enjoy
Bobby.
the game on Saturday. Thank you, Bobby.
Congrats, dude.
Phone died on Fonz. We'll see you soon, Fonz. Have a good night, says Chris. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4. Colin, we'll see you on Saturday at 2.
That's right.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks so much.